So,
Okay.
I don't know. I had to calibrate the flow.
Slow and low.
We'll see.
The tempo.
I don't know. I'm open to feedback.
Well, I don't really have a taste for black like bitter coffee anymore. So for me, it's a little bitter. But
All right. Good to
What
know.
do you have? Hot dog coffee. Hot dogs.
Oh, make it a little coffee with some hot dog.
no,
water?
like
Yeah.
I'm pretty liberal with the
Oh, I think this was-
We know.
yeah,
Do you want more
with the
half and
coffee mate. Yeah, like just maybe a splidge more half and half.
Gosh, what the heck?
What is going on?
What the heck?
I don't
Just
know.
a splidge. Just
Yeah,
a
I said splidge too, and I was
I like it.
I'm not
I was-
letting it go.
It's
I
because
was
a
like-
and a
yeah.
splash.
I hope the
You
dropped
take that
fork takes away from the fact that I made up a new word. And
We will
you
be-
looked right at me.
We will be starting very shortly.
Um,
In a splidge. We'll be starting in a splidge.
But you know what it meant. It
I 100%
sounds-
know what it means,
It
and
sounds
I like it.
how it should mean. What's that?
It
called?
does sound how it should
Onomatopoeia or
mean.
whatever.
It sounds how it should mean. Come on, this isn't part of the regular show.
No,
People
like-
are missing out.
Crash. Like what's that? Crash.
Is that not onomatopoeia?
Is that what it is? Thank you.
Zootopia? No.
Is it?
Onomatopoeia.
I feel like there's another one.
Thank
No.
you very much.
You're welcome. Mike, do you want? Or are you good?
I'm good. I don't. Yeah, it's a bold flavor, right? Is that what they would call bold?
I'm not drinking
I'm
it,
good.
so I don't know.
I'm all right with it.
Yeah,
Well,
onomatopoeia, the formation of a word from a sound associated with what it is named. Like it says here, cuckoo, sizzle, and splidge.
You're so smooth with it. You're so smooth. I love it.
I love splidge.
Whoa.
Give me splidge.
Oh dear whiz.
Oh dear splidge. My
Dear
usage,
splidge might be the new
my
one.
usage of dear whiz has been upticked considerably lately. All right, 3, 2, 1. Go Nintendo Podcast, episode 996. The Frigibax
Splidging.
podcast. Frigibax is what I think it is. MomBrain.
Bats.
Will you tell us about Frigibax, please? Maybe you'll pronounce it a different way. Or you won't say anything at all.
Frigibax absorbs heat through its dorsal fin and converts the heat into ice energy. Fudge ice. The higher the temperature, the more energy Frigibax stores.
Energy.
They're a foot tall. They're 37 pounds.
I asked for a splidge, you friggin' Frigiback.
They're male and female, and the category is
And scene.
ice fin.
Actually,
Abilities include thermal exchange, which boosts the attack stat when the Pokemon is hit by a fire type move. The Pokemon also cannot be burnt.
Thanks, MomBrain. Dude, you must be very excited. We're 5 days away.
Yeah, I am very excited.
from new Pokemon.
And what's the name of that game? We'll just have some fun in the beginning. right
Pokemon
here.
Z to A, baby.
That is very close. That is very
Pokemon
close.
Z.
You're only
ZA.
forgetting one word. Yeah. There's Pokemon
Amazon?
word ZA.
No.
No, I get what you're doing now.
Ooh, that's
And it's
that's
another
good.
game. It's another word.
Legends?
Yes.
There we have it.
Pokemon Legends ZA. You got
Nice.
it.
We got there.
You knocked it out. No problem.
Yeah, I've got the timer.
Has nothing to do with pizza. Just za.
Oh, just
Pokemon
Got
Za.
it.
Okay.
Got it.
It's Italian.
I know we talk a lot
It's
about
Italian.
names that I don't like.
We do. I believe we're
and
going to do something like that on the
most-
1000th episode,
Great. Something to look forward to.
as long as you're okay with it.
Of course.
Is it something that we should prepare?
It's
I-
only him.
There's
Yeah,
no
no, okay,
preparation
'cause I'm
for,
not
for
gonna-
this brain.
The preparation is I say the name to him and he tells us how he feels. The end.
Even with weeks of preparation, I wouldn't be able to come up with things that, frustrate me or things that I like. Continue.
I was just going to say, most of the time it's a little uncalled for me disliking a name, but am I right to say that I don't like the name Za? Can I say that?
Well,
it's
not-
terrible, right?
It's not called Za, so sure, if you hate that name, that's
All right,
fine. but,
cool.
but-
I can get away with that at least.
It's for
yes.
all the sobriety check folks out there who have to do the alphabet backwards.
Oh, that's what it is. Yes, this Pokemon is rated mature for alcohol usage. It's true. Hello, MomBrain. How are you?
I'm alive.
I'm glad you're alive. I'll just leave it at that. Thanks
What?
for the 2 times I've had you like speak today. You've taken like the millennial pause to the extreme before you talk. This is MomBrain doing it for comedic effect. She's staring right at me.
That's
Take
not
back my
comedic
balls.
effect. I'm in a copious amount of discomfort.
You
Oh.
need to eat more of that
shedding
chocolate cake.
my uterine lining.
Oh.
Your body is so old. It should be done with that stuff now.
I know. It's like dried up
Get it
little,
over with.
little like beans falling out of my ovaries at this point. But
Like an old beanbag? Or
yeah,
like an old...
that's exactly right.
Listen to this. You
My
old
beanbags
beanbag.
ain't really
Or-
farting anything good out these days.
an old stuffy. It's
And-
had its day.
It's just a really I can't really feel my legs all
okay,
that
just
well.
sit back. Just sit back.
Waiting
Eat
for the
your-
Advil to kick
Eat
in.
your chocolate cake. It's fine. We
Advil?
won't talk to you anymore.
Yeah.
Can't do
I can
Tylenol.
take more
Autism.
of it without like doing damage to your system.
Mm.
So I took a little fistful, and hopefully that'll.
Speaking of taking a little fistful, Nicky Hill's here.
Hey.
Yeah, sorry to interrupt for my terrible joke. Go right
It's all
ahead.
good. No, I just saw something. I just saw something posted that I never knew was a thing. When barometric, it was a thing between us. You know, I don't know.
That's about me touching the microphone, so now I have to
No.
explain that. Oh,
Yeah. Anyway,
yes, it was. Okay. Jesus.
The barometric pressures from like storm systems cause migraines.
Mhm.
I didn't know that.
Mm.
But that's heads
We
up,
should. I'm
folks.
gonna message our one friend right now and
I-
see if he's getting a migraine.
I actually track that. When I have a migraine, I also track
Keep
the
your weather
barometric
eye.
pressure.
Gets your weather eye
That's
out.
my weather eye. That's right.
Podcast crew checking in. Do you?
If your weather eye
have
is not
a
out,
migraine?
you risk going blind from
That's right.
a migraine.
Deux is here. How are you doing today?
Ooh, cool.
Good to see you, Deux. You will be talking about Hades 2 later, I would imagine, somewhat.
Yeah.
Okay, because we have a reader email that I will bring up then, just letting you know. Wanted to make sure at the start of the show. We'll get to it later. Good thing. If you needed help, but I would imagine you don't need help anymore. You were talking about having problems finding a weapon that worked for you. And a listener was like, let me help Deux if he needs a little help. And I
Oh,
said, we'll
isn't that
find out tonight.
nice?
So we'll find out later today.
Yeah, last week I would have probably used that advice. After 20 more hours in the game this week, I'm sitting pretty.
Well, yeah, that's what I figured. But we will still address that email later. Our podcast friend, the hell was Adam's name on the podcast? I don't even remember.
Grimbles?
Grimbles, yes. Grimbles is our
Nice.
migraine friend, and he does not have a migraine. And he says,
gonna
if
get
one
it
develops,
worse,
I'll kill you all. So there you
Well,
go.
he lives far away from us, which you also don't know where we live. So
There was weather talk about migraines,
your
and
grains.
you came up. Speaking, hello, Grimbles. Since I'm talking to you right now, hello, Music Man. We speak both of your names. Music Man, we speak Music Man's girlfriend's name too, because she listened to us last week. So
Oh yeah.
whatever your name is that I don't remember, we speak your name.
For the record, if she's listening, he remembers no one's names. It's not.
Oh, yeah.
Please don't take that personally.
100%. Yeah, it's not. Do you remember her name?
I don't think he'd said her name personally.
I was gonna say that, but I'm like, I'm so bad with names.
yeah, I
might
don't
be
think he ever
wrong.
said the name.
Also,
It's a security thing, right? You can't be doxxed if you
Music
don't
woman?
have.
That's what it is. Yeah.
that's sort of like, have you seen those TikToks where it's like a guy's supposed to be hanging out with his guy friends, and he's like, "Oh, you broke up with your girlfriend?" And he pulls out a list of questions to ask because his girlfriend says to him, like,
Yes,
you don't
I
ask all
have
the right
seen that.
questions. Yeah, so I feel like that's what I have to do with you sometimes.
But
Maybe
that's
you
not
ask
me
about-
from like being a guy that doesn't care. That's just I don't remember names of
Right,
anyone.
right.
Like TV shows, movies, real life doesn't matter. I have a very hard time with names. I want to say I'm so focused on the story, I'm not paying attention to names. But I also feel like in a lot of shows they don't say names all
Mhm.
that often. Maybe it's both.
But
But then there's
listen-
like Game of Thrones where it's like I'm supposed to remember these names. Like I remember the Onion Knight because it's so weird and it's not really a name, but it sticks out in your head. I don't know what that guy's name is.
Onion
Sir
Knight?
Davos.
Potato.
Hey,
thought he was a
did it.
potato
Did it?
guy.
Onion Knight, the Onion Knight.
But I'm gonna be real honest. You guys all
I
go
thought it
out
was
to a
potatoes.
party and then come back here and I'm here. There's only one of you boys I'm yapping with.
Do?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude's gonna get me what I want.
I know.
He's
I
gonna
know.
have the intel. He's gonna. Yeah.
Isn't that
That
nice?
would be a nice political
Mm.
slogan for you. Dude's going to get you what you want.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, you know why? Because he's the only one at
Spiders
this
and
table with
flies.
spiders and flies.
That's
right.
what it is.
Oh,
That's what it is.
maybe.
I'll say hello to
You cast that
Brino, our
web
other
and
Fortnite
it
friend,
all-
just in
the
case he
info
does
sticks.
listen. We speak your name. Now there's the whole Fortnite Discord
Um,
crew. Josh Crowbot is here. Josh, my friend from college days. How you doing? Playing Tetris? Chilling?
Doesn't anyone care what I think?
I'd love to know what you think.
I'm here to grace you with my presence.
Thank you.
Mamma
Is
mia.
this thing on?
Speaking of, man, this is perfect.
Speaking of names,
Is this thing on?
It's on. It's on, my friend.
Why don't you ask George?
George is here. George, how are you, my friend?
Well, George, no.
Good to see you, George. How's life? How's the lime crop this week?
It's a good day out in the Grove Orchard, the Gorchard.
yeah, we got
Big
to
haul?
see some good. Thanks to Crazy Colonel, we got to see you in your natural habitat there, George.
Yeah, I sent him a photo for.
Oh, that
for
was a
reference.
photograph.
Yeah.
That's
You just drew it, right? Me and Uncle Giuseppe, juicing the limes.
Yeah, Uncle Giuseppe appeared in the Discord on October 6th, looking fantastic.
Hey,
Look at him there.
at him
So
go.
happy in his habitat,
Almost
grabbing
looks
those
like
limes.
Charles Martinet.
You're lucky to have such great family members, George. Also, Burn Cheese. The emails and the messages continue to pour in about me offhandedly mentioning how I was thinking about maybe ending the podcast, and everybody telling me that I should never do it and I should die for bringing it up. Burn Cheese said, "I'm sure you don't need to hear this from yet another person, but even if the podcast ended abruptly right now, it would go down as one of my favorite things in the history of the world. No exaggeration. And I think it's only gotten better over time as you all have grown and changed and accumulated decades of jokes. It's an incredibly good time to listen to, and I hope everyone can find something they love as much as we all love Pod. Thank you, Burn Cheese. That was very nice of you to say.
Thank
Uh,
you.
that
Limes
was
for
nice.
everyone.
Very nice.
Speaking of Pod and new jokes, you might remember last week I said I'm a cozy gamer, but I burped it. And Human Fart made a point to share that with the Discord earlier
And
in
I
the week.
several times
We-
during the week was like, "Could you play that
We
for me?"
both cried from
I
laughing.
thought you were
at
going
it.
to say several
playing
times
it-
during the week you smelled it.
I'm playing it off my phone, so I
Smell that one
apologize. We will get this on the soundboard, but here it is off my phone.
I'm a cozy gamer.
oh my god, that's so good. That's
I'm a cozy gamer.
wow, that's so good. It's so good.
It is pretty good.
I also, can we just call attention to the fact that you said people don't want the podcast to end
because they get
and
stuff like that.
and they'd rather you die before that happens. But if you die,
No, they
the-
want me to die for saying that it
oh,
should end.
but if you die, then the podcast ends.
Well,
So
it doesn't have to. I
yeah.
bequeath it to you guys. You may. I changed it to queef. Yeah,
Okay,
on purpose.
just
yeah.
making sure.
I started to say it the right way and went
Yeah.
for queef. I bequeath it to you.
he said it. Yeah.
Nico
Just a
Darunia
splidge.
also sent in this since we've been doing it, MomBrain. Nina, warning. We got to get the real one on there. Also, this is important to say. Oh, there was a thing about how I didn't have anything to talk about before I got into the Patreon, but I do.
Let's give them something to talk about.
Congratulate. Oh, I didn't say hello to Discord. I will do that in a second. I promise.
Baby locked the door.
Congratulations to AnyAustin, who is now officially a channel with 1 million subscribers on YouTube. He did it, everybody. He did it.
Cool.
He did it. I was keeping track of it, and I messaged him. Oh, he gets the modest applause. What?
I thought that went with the vibe.
It
Sure.
did go with
He's
the
a
vibe.
classy guy.
I sent him a voice note congratulating him because I was very excited to see that. He sent me something that was very nice, but it's personal, so I guess I'm not
Oh,
gonna,
is some MeUndies? Some used?
it is not me undies.
Signed me undies.
I sent him
undies.
a nice voice note. He sent me a nice text, and then of course, because we're both stupid, it went very silly. And then all I'll show you is he sent me that picture with a comment, and it was very funny. But Adam Driver as Kylo Ren. There's another name, right? Kylo Ren.
You got it right.
With his pants pulled up high, and I know what I have to do, but I don't know if I have the strength to do it. All right, let me say hello to Discord. I'll go the other direction. And then, so congratulations, Austin. 1 million subscribers. Job well done. And it happened right after he had his most successful video ever. So good for
And
him.
does he talk about just ending his YouTube stuff? just like out of the blue?
Not on any of his YouTube videos. Go follow him on Blue Sky. He says a whole bunch of.
But
fun stuff
hopefully,
over
if he does, he gets death threats.
there. Rest assured, Austin definitely gets death threats.
That's so
Last I
sad.
saw him
How dare
in
you
person,
track the electricity grid of Red Dead? You
Right,
should
yeah.
die.
That's not what that is. That's this thing, you idiot. How could you think it was? Yeah, last time I saw Austin in person, he told me that him and his girlfriend or partner, whatever they want to be called, read through every comment. And I was like, you guys are insane. And he's like, well, sometimes it's fun and sometimes it's not, but we read through them all. So yes, he gets plenty of horrible things, I'm sure, but lots of good stuff too. Hello to Tony De La Mancha and Red Souza and Sneaker Hacks and Radical
is a
Defects
sign of like
and
oh,
Tater Tot.
dear.
and Giant
Like,
Reggie
what?
and Roth and Drake and Rosemary
Okay.
and Freddie. And yeah, just let me get through it. And then
Yeah.
that table's yours. Ice Dilbert and William
Oh, it's gone.
and E17 and Burn and Cheese and whoever and Jovial Jeffer and Gecko Kitsune and Bachi and whoever else I didn't see. Nikki Hill. It is
I
yours.
forgot what I was going to say.
It was about Austin. Reading through comments.
The words have literally escaped me. Sorry.
Okay. Reading through comments, all of them, good, bad.
Oh no. Oh, that's it. I guess I don't know how to say it now. But there's there's nothing to get angry about
With his videos?
content. His content, like it's silly.
Why does he have so many clips in his hair? Why does he wear the same
Oh.
outfit the whole time? Why does he have the approach and the way he tells his narrative that he does? Why is it green screen? Why it's all there.
This guy's
Everything.
popular.
Yeah. Yeah. This guy's a liberal. There
Is
you
that,
go.
is that what you posted? This guy is
leftist.
popular.
I wouldn't be surprised
just kidding. Yeah,
if
no.
there's like jealousy out there
Yeah.
just for no reason.
Tony De La Mancha says we need lime scented undies. Austin, get on that, please,
Ooh.
with Me Undies. Get them lime scented.
You should take a whiff of Uncle Giuseppe's.
Naturally lime scented.
You don't spend that many years in the orchard without getting a
Mhm.
little lime on the old
Orchard is
orchard.
pretty good.
Undy.
Giant Reggie, I promise you we will get that burp on the soundboard. It will be there by episode 1000. You have my word. And that's that. Let's talk about Patreon. MomBrain, did you know you could join the Patreon at GoNintendo Patreon?
For $1.
For $1.
Petron.
What did I talk about on Patreon this week? Let me tell you. I talked about Megabonk. Have you guys heard about Megabonk?
No.
Is this like Bonk's Adventures?
Not related to Bonk at all. And it's funny because, yes, Bonk is a video game character, but this is a different Bonk. You would be very interested in Megabonk. The problem is it needs to come to a platform you have. It's only on PC right now. Megabonk is, to put it very succinctly, Vampire Survivors, but in 3D.
Okay.
Exactly what it's like. You get
Is
a
this what
character
Roth just posted?
that has a different. It's the same thing as Vampire Survivors. There you go. That's Megabonk. Yeah. Except you run around in a 3D space, and that's it. That's what it is. It's Vampire Survivors in 3D, made by somebody else. Has been a massive hit. It sold. I want to say it sold over 1 million copies in its first 2 weeks. May have even been more of that, but yeah, it is like it's a huge hit. It's going to be one of the biggest selling games of the year, no doubt. And if you
Man.
liked Vampire Survivors, then you should get all over Megabonk.
Like, how do you get away with that? Just because it's 3D?
You
Like,
can't
it's not.
copyright. It'd be like copywriting a sci-fi,
But
like you can't copyright a genre.
But like, the circles around their feet are just on the ground. You know what I mean? You create like a little something more that gives it a little something that's a little different from what is exactly in Vampire Survivors, right?
I
don't
mean,
know.
yes, it is.
But
very,
you don't have to, because clearly you can get away with it.
It is
So-
very related to Vampire Survivors.
Also,
and
the
probably
title.
only exists because of Vampire Survivors.
Want to talk titles?
Yes. How do you feel about the title Megabonk?
I don't care for it.
Neither do I. It doesn't make sense for the content of the game.
And I think Capcom and whoever makes Bonk have a lawsuit on their hands.
No, Capcom.
Konami,
No.
Mega Man and Mega Bonk.
Honeybee, what was that called?
Bonk's Adventures.
Soft,
and Bonk?
Sunsoft.
No.
Uh,
Bonk was.
it was Nintendo. It was first party. Yeah, probably. Let's just stop there.
Bonk was. I mean, we could stop there if you want. Bonk was on the, well, let's see. Bonk was what platform's mascot?
TurboGrafx 16.
That is correct.
Hey.
That is correct.
Yeah, it was published by Hudson Soft, which would be Konami now.
Oh.
But it was made by
Bless you.
The bee or the cute puppy?
Oh, it was made by Red Company. I don't know. I don't know anything
they
about them.
became CD Projekt Red.
Oh.
For the purposes of this podcast, that is true. Yes. But
You've
yes.
got spiders and flies too?
When did Bonk come to be? Bonk. First release, Bonk's Adventure, 1989. Man, I remember seeing commercials for Bonk and the TurboGrafx and being like, man, I got to get that system. It looks like the coolest ever.
It's
and
never
I
going to get
got
better
it.
looking than that.
Never got it. And then went literally decades before I got to play Bonk. First time I played Bonk was on?
Arcade?
No.
Game Boy.
No.
3DS.
No.
DS.
No.
Dreamcast.
No.
PlayStation something.
No.
Emulator?
No. Great guess.
At a cousin's house.
Mm-mm.
Game Gear.
Mm-mm.
On a Wii.
Yes.
Hey, we
The
got
Wii Virtual
there.
Console, yeah.
Oh.
I waited all that time to play a Bonk game. And
Rocky,
then,
yeah, welcome.
Look at that. I mean, I love the look of Bonk. I just love the style.
You know
and
what I
art
love?
of Bonk.
That his head doesn't touch the tree.
It's the force of the wind.
Oh gosh.
If you played Bonk, you would know that. It's like that's not true, by the way. It's like Mario, and people thinking Mario hits blocks with his head, and he doesn't. He punches them. Virtual Boy, no, Bachi.
It seems ahead of its time because this looks like a 90s image, but it came out in 89. So,
Well, the TurboGrafx was more advanced than the NES. Far more advanced.
Bonk processing.
I was
processing, yeah.
Okay.
That's what they called it.
That's they were using their head on that
Okay,
one.
all right.
No, I don't know.
I don't know. So yes, Mega Bonk, which has nothing to do with Bonk, but is a very popular PC
Also has
game right now.
nothing to do with the content of the game.
I don't know why it's called Mega Bonk. I got no answer for that. Why don't we find out together? Mega Bonk. I'll just read the quick
But you know
little.
what? Probably that would help, right? If you had a pinch of salt into
Nicky
it.
Hill's talking about the
Just
coffee now. I
coffee.
will keep it so that you don't have to guess what he's talking about.
Also, what was the term that you just came up with? Because we weren't live and I
Splinge?
Splidge.
Splidge. Mega Bonk is a roguelike survival game where you must fight your way through hordes of enemies and bosses in randomly generated maps. Grab loot on the way, level up your character, upgrade your weapons, and survive as long as you can. How far can you make it? Nothing in that explains why it's called Mega Bonk.
Is it who made it? Do we know?
It's I want to say first time developer, but I'll tell you in a second.
Are they like? Was there a translation?
Vedanod is their name, published and developed by Vedanod, and their only game on Steam is Mega Bonk. Get it for $10 right now. Came out September 18th, so it's not even a month old, and
Wow.
it's sold well over a million copies.
What was Vampire Survivors? At least like 14 or some 20, wasn't it? Wasn't it more
More what?
than $10?
How much was Vampire Survivors? I don't know. Let's
It
go
was
find
like
out.
$2. It was like $2 or $3 when
Oh.
it came out, I think.
Oh, was it?
Yeah, I think it was that affordable.
I
I
remember.
think that's why
It's
people were-
$5 on Switch.
I think that's
Oh.
why people were playing it, because it was so cheap and people started just playing it.
Would you pay
So the 3D version
twice
is
as
$10.
much?
Yeah, I mean
Yeah,
that
you
seems
pay
fair.
twice as much for 1D extra?
Well, like, considering how much time I put into Vampire Survivors, I feel like it'd be worth it for me. But at the same time, do I need to play a 3D version of Vampire Survivors? Not really, especially when it's called Mega Bonk.
Well, your real problem should be with Vampire Survivors because there's not a goddamn vampire in the game.
Mm,
yeah, there is.
Alucard is half vampire.
Okay, well, yeah, DLC.
He's
that's-
DLC.
No,
DLC.
isn't there? Aren't you like you're fighting, and then the guy comes out of the coffin, and that's like he's the boss.
I don't remember
Oh,
there
Tony
being a
Danza.
vampire. Is there a
I
vampire?
thought like the main guy that
in
you have to beat it.
Vampire Survivors. Where is the vampire? Google AI very quickly says, no, there is no single vampire as the main villain in Vampire Survivors.
Oh, it's death.
funny.
It's the Grim Reaper.
Yeah, I don't
I
know.
thought something came
Steam
out.
community. Is there a vampire and where can I find it? The Vampire Survivors subreddit. Where is the vampire?
Yeah, it's probably, this new game's probably worth it if it's just like Vampire Survivors. And if you liked the first one, which I did, so.
Yeah.
Turns out there were, in fact, no vampires
Huh.
there.
That's
I guess I just assumed one of those
So a terrible
animated
name.
sprites was a vampire because you get attacked by bats early.
They're
on.
vampire
There
bats,
are
maybe.
things that hang out with vampires, certainly. Bats, freaking bats.
Vampire
and-
adjacent.
Yes.
Vampire adjacent survivors doesn't
There you
really
go.
roll off the
Yeah,
tongue.
yeah. So yes, between Megabonk and Vampire Survivors, I think the hate's got to go towards Vampire Survivors more. It's false advertising. I don't know what. I mean, Mega is whatever. Bonk, you bonk things in the game, sure. You hit them, you bonk them. Moving on.
Rarely
Nintendo.
do you hit them like physically though, right? They're all like all the attacks are like
You're talking about a Megabonk?
projectiles, and well, in the other one at least,
Vampire Survivors.
it's all
Yeah,
like
but
projectiles.
You can
and-
still bonk somebody with
I
a
guess.
projectile.
Well,
If you're throwing
I
like a bone at somebody
guess.
and you hit them, I would say that's a bonk. You don't need to hold on to something to bonk them. I got bonked.
I
with
guess
a-
I
with
would.
a
I would
bucket.
consider a bonk as something with like a bonk. Yeah, like whoop, it's more.
You
of
have
a
to be
agree.
holding
melee.
on
I feel
to
like you have to either use your head to bonk or like something to bonk.
Yeah, like a club.
Dictionary says bonk, hit or strike.
Hmm.
That's it. Or in British English, apparently it
what?
means have sex with someone.
Oh,
Mega bonk sounds perfect for the game. They nailed it. They nailed it with that.
Dictionary also says an act of knocking or hitting something that causes a reverberating sound. There you go.
Bonk.
Mm.
That was very good. All right, moving on. What else did I write about on Patreon? I wrote about Nintendo's new animated shorts that came out this week.
No idea.
Huh?
No idea.
You don't know about it at all?
I don't know nothing.
So Nintendo, out of nowhere, earlier in the week, put out an animated short
In partner with Illumination.
right there called Close to You. And it was about a little baby whose mother was watching the baby, and then somebody knocks at the door and she leaves the baby alone. Not a great mother. But then the baby starts, the baby's pacifier starts like seemingly moving around the room on its own and blah, 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 blah. And the baby's watching it do all this stuff. It's like getting thrown around the room and
The baby
whatever.
looked at you?
The baby's chasing the pacifier and then whatever. The mom eventually comes back. You see the kid in its efforts to hunt down the pacifier takes its first steps, and the mother comes in and is very excited and sees the kid taking its first steps. She picks up the kid and hugs it and whatever. Sees the pacifier has somehow wound up in a mobile that was hanging above the bed.
Alabama, beautiful state.
And takes the pacifier, and then the camera zooms out, and that's it. And everybody's like, what the hell is this? What's going on here?
Yeah, what is going on here?
But
Coffee table in sight.
extra Nintendo fans, super Nintendo fans, there's no other way to put it. Super fan is okay.
Oh, they
Right.
figured it out.
I think so.
Talking to you specifically. The use of super fan is okay. You wouldn't say I'd take the fan.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's right.
Super fans of Nintendo were quick to point out there seems to
Chibi
be
Robo.
some sort of connections. There was talk about that, but some connections to Pikmin. And as I was watching, I was like, there's some Pikmin stuff going on in here because there were two pieces of music in there that seemed to riff on the Pikmin theme and one of the songs you heard in Pikmin 4. So I was like, I think this might be Pikmin related. And then the next day they put out another short, and it was that version where you actually, or it's the same as the first one, except you actually saw the Pikmin in this one. So you got to see that. Yes,
Same
it was.
story, but from a different perspective.
There were a couple shots that were slightly different, but no, most of it was exactly the same. But now you could see Pikmin in the video.
Oh.
Because Miyamoto said many years ago that
Oh.
Pikmin cannot be seen by the naked eye. They're around us, but we can't see them.
Oh.
But apparently, this baby could see them. But anyway,
Like ghosts, babies and dogs can see ghosts.
that's right. Turns out this was Nintendo's Nintendo Pictures, the new company that they formed not that long ago, or it was something else, but they changed the name. That they said was going to focus on animated content and whatever. And this was their first thing that they put out, an animated series of shorts related to Pikmin called Close to You. Does it mean there's going to be something else Pikmin related? I don't know.
Did it include the Carpenter song?
No.
Oh, okay.
It was just somebody playing piano at Nintendo.
Oh.
When I watched the Peacemaker finale, they go into that one dimension with all the little cotton candy
Creatures,
animals, and I
yes.
was like, "Look at these Pikmin dragging the people away." It was like evil Pikmin.
Yeah, I was going to say a little slightly different for Pikmin, and not the only Nintendo related thing in that finale. Not
Yeah.
that actually was.
Super Princess Peach was mentioned.
Princess Peach Showtime was mentioned. You are correct.
Thank you.
Yes, brought up by somebody whose name I can't remember.
John Cena?
No,
the nerd guy.
the nerd guy, Peacemaker's friend.
Peacemaker's friend that likes
Oh,
him better
Adrian.
than Adrian.
I don't
yes.
remember his superhero name, but
I
Adrian.
can't-
Yes,
Yeah, I can't think of
he
his
was
name
playing
either.
Princess Peach Showtime, and he said it's not easy just because it's got a girl in the lead. So
And Princess Peach Showtime, correct me if I'm wrong because I haven't played it, but you go through doors to different dimensions. Not exactly, but kind of like in Peacemaker.
it's like a stage. It's like a theater. So you go to
Each
different
one's a
like
different
theater
show.
productions, and each
So
one's a
it's
different
not
show.
that much of a stretch.
Vigilante Drake.
Is it
Gamer
tied
says.
into the Vigilante? Thank you. Is it tied into the show thematically? I guess
They could have picked
In
a
some
different
way,
game
sure, yes.
and if they did, it might not have been.
clearly someone on the show's writing staff is a fan of Nintendo and specifically knows enough about them to mention Princess Peach Showtime, and it works as a joke, but also thematically there's something. Sure, I would agree with that. Yes, but yeah, Nintendo Pictures put out their short, and we talked about the first one when it came out because we were like, "What the hell is this?" And I was saying, "Okay, it's Pikmin related, but what's going on here?" And now we know it was Pikmin related, and it's just them showing off their animated chops.
Question:
Answer: maybe.
Is Chris Pratt in this animated short at all? Does he provide any voices?
He played the piano.
Oh, okay.
But no, you don't see him.
It's actually not a piano. He's singing the piano part.
Oh my
Is that-
God,
is that
he's
what you
really
mean?
good then. Okay, way better than his Garfield voice.
Oh my
Moving on.
God, he was Garfield too. I don't remember. I can't keep track.
Well, when you're that good of a voice
Is
actor,
anybody- is
everybody wants
there-
you to
Uh,
voice their character.
I saw Garfield and John Arbuckle on a cat food commercial. Unbelievable.
But Garfield does not speak, right? Only John.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he was complaining though, like he clearly had a problem with eating lasagna, and I don't think that's not canon.
John, I've seen the commercial.
No, Garfield's at the doctor because his stomach hurts from eating
Oh,
so much
yes,
lasagna.
yes.
So they're like, "Oh, eat this ash that we made that we're charging an arm and a leg for." And Garfield gives a look like he's going to eat it.
Man, I've seen a commercial. I guess I haven't watched closely enough because Garfield certainly wouldn't be like, "Okay, I'll eat the."
Of course he
lasagna."
wouldn't. Yeah, he
He'd
loves
be
the
pissed off.
lasagna.
I'm gonna go.
maybe
find a
it's
commercial now
lasagna
just 'cause I want-
flavored ash.
Oh, well, they don't say that in a commercial, but maybe there is. Why not? We got chicken and fish and beef. Why can't there be lasagna? Garfield, cat food.
It doesn't even have to be tasty.
commercial.
It doesn't have to be tasty like lasagna.
Lasagna?
Lasagna.
As in lasagna?
Feeling pretty bad here.
Delicious.
That sounded like poop, didn't it?
Is that Garfield making that noise?
So apparently there's multiple. Because that's the
Wow.
one that I
Tasty.
saw. But you're describing a different one, but it's the same setup, and they don't mention giving Garfield ash.
The one I
know
saw-
that's a
I didn't.
joke.
I
know
I
that's a
made
joke.
that part up.
Yes,
We
yes.
might have seen the same commercial.
The one I saw is almost like a remake of
It's for Iams food. Iams.
the one I saw is almost like a remake of like Taken with Liam Neeson, but with Garfield instead.
And it's normal, and Garfield's like,
Ladies and gentlemen, Garfield instead.
oh, it's pretty good. I also talked about Shrines Legacy, which is a game that very quietly released on Steam and I want to say itch.io, itch.io, if I'm supposed to say that. It looks like it's very heavily inspired by Super Nintendo RPGs or that era, but specifically action RPGs. So Zelda, but Secret of Mana and stuff like that. And it looked, I thought, really good. So I shared the trailer and I was like, nobody really knows this game exists. It literally just came out, and like there were very positive reviews on Steam, but I want to say there were like 20 reviews or something. So there really weren't, like, nobody knows about this game. And I saw the trailer. I was like, it looks like a good game. And I said it would be better if it was on a Nintendo platform, because I feel like Nintendo fans would be more interested in that kind of stuff than just randomly plopping it down on Steam. It's fine that it's on Steam or PC in general. I think that's a great idea. But if you really want to, like, put it in front of an audience where people may be more interested in it, I thought Switch and Switch 2 would make a lot of sense. So there's potential that it could come to those platforms at some point. But as of right now, I only know that it's on Steam, and that's the only place it will be, or Steam and itch.io. So go check out Shrine's Legacy, because I thought it looked pretty darn good. If you're into that kind of action RPG era. I also talked about mispronouncing game names or character names to see
Ninja Gaiden.
what ones were. The picture I used was Ninja Gaiden related.
No
Yes, 'cause
way.
that's when we were kids. Come on, we weren't thinking Gaiden at all, and it
Oh
still
my God.
sounds wrong to
It
me.
was Gaiden forever for me.
It still sounds wrong. So I was talking about that, because I would imagine, I said, it might be different nowadays because so many games are voiced, or we see interviews about games or trailers that talk about games. So getting the names of things wrong nowadays isn't as prevalent as it was back then. But I talked to you guys to see what you brought up, and many agreed with Ninja Gaiden. I'm going into the comments right now. They're talking about Ryu from Ninja Gaiden, or from Street Fighter, calling him Ryu, which is what I used to call him as
Yeah.
well.
Super Mario Bros.
That was brought up, Super Mario versus Super Mario, because one person,
Nobody else called it Bros.
no, Sinfield said they are from England, and they say it's Mario there instead of Mario, as I have forced myself to say here now. But I would argue in Jersey, there's also Mario versus Mario. Zeldude was bringing up Ocarina. Did you say it Ocarina or Ocarina? And I know people to this day say both of them. So I was always Ocarina.
Me too.
And I want to say Ocarina is correct.
I don't know.
Right? Is
Ocarina of Tim? Oh,
No, nobody said that. Ocarina, let's do pronunciation.
Major A's mask. Major A's mask.
Major A's mask. I was like, what is he saying?
Ocarina. Ocarina.
That's according
I
to
think we're
Google.
right.
Ocarina. Let me go back to the thing. Mario. Somebody was saying Pokemon. Like, there's so many Pokemon. And I was like, yeah, without a doubt. Nobody knows how the hell to say most of those things. Kalas left a comment saying, I have a unique perspective since I grew up mostly in a Spanish household. All the games that my brother and I had, we pronounced wrong since we didn't know how to read English yet. For example, we read Jaws on NES as if it was a Spanish word and pronounced it house.
Wow, that's awesome.
I was like, that is great. Also, he has another one that he wasn't mispronouncing, but always said wrong. And I said, I think I need to steal it. They didn't call it skate or die. They called it skateboard die. Like, that's really good. Skateboard die.
That is good.
And then other ones. Can you think of any other game names you mispronounced, or game character names you mispronounced back in the day? Somebody brought up YS, which is the title of the game, which is pronounced ease, but people would say wise instead of that, or yes as well. And I used to say wise because just used to say wise. And I used to say Miyamoto instead of Miyamoto, which is just wrong. Hello, Blood Ocean. Hello, Tall Show. Hello. I think I said Roth. But yes, you guys, any others that you said wrong back in the day?
Yeah, nothing that's coming to mind.
Sorry, I was reading comments. Deku versus Deku. Deku Scrub versus Deku Scrub. That's a great one.
Nabby Nobby.
oh yeah. I mean, once we get into the games, I'm sure there's so many things that I maybe pronounce phonetically or something that shouldn't be, but I can't think of anything
Phi
specific.
or Fee. I still don't know which is the right way to say it.
Yeah, I don't know.
What was,
Burn and Cheese says their friend legit says Eponia instead of Epona, which is what
That's
I say as a
good.
joke. That's really good.
I mean, so what was that villain that
I'm gonna need a little more.
well, who was the creepy pervert looking
Vachi?
guy? Vachi was in
Oh, then there was
Stay
the guy
with
the
where.
tongue.
What were you originally going to say? I don't want you to lose this.
Well,
thought.
Vachi was the other one.
Is that what you were originally talking
No,
about?
who's the feet?
The guy with
enemy.
the tongue. He's slender.
Girahim.
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 I don't even know how that's spelled to think about it the other way that it could be.
GHIRAHIM.
Yeah, no,
Sure.
there's no other way to
Yeah, I
think of it
guess.
then.
I think that's how it's spelled. I could be wrong. Grok yes, tall show. In today's age, it's Grok yes. There you go. I was wondering what that link was, but then the gift came up. So yes, mispronouncing game names. I also talked about scary games since we're in spooky month, and I know Deux a big fan of playing games that fit thematically with the season or the holidays, perhaps. And I was asking people what they are playing in October to celebrate Halloween or just the spooky season in general. I have not read your comments yet because that was last night's post. Are you? Well, I shouldn't ask. We'll find out later. But I know you are one that's like, cozy games in Christmas or vacation outside sunny games in summertime and all that stuff. So we'll find out later. But yes, people are big fans of doing that, playing games that match up with the season or the vibe of the season. And
But you don't get scared when you play games. You haven't found one that scares you, right?
I mean, PT was very creepy, but I was, I played it at 2 a.m. with headphones. I was fine, but I can acknowledge it was creepy without a doubt. And I played Resident Evil 7 in VR, and that was very scary, like peeking around corners and stuff. Yeah, but I wasn't like,
Because somehow your
frightened.
brain tells you none of this is real, and you can.
I mean,
You can
VR certainly
separate
makes
that.
it feel more real, but yeah,
But it's
I'm
still
still
fake.
not like, I don't know what this, it's not like
And me, I
I'm
can't
beyond
stand
that. I just don't get that way.
can't stand on a piece of wood that's a half inch off the floor and step off of it because I think I'm going to fall off of a building in VR.
Oh, the VR plank. Yes. Well, again, I would argue you're in the majority as far as internet videos go, because we've seen plenty of people jumping into walls and into TVs and everything. But we were talking about it last night actually in Fortnite when I was a little kid and we played Friday the 13th on the NES. That did make me feel uncomfortable, like very uncomfortable.
How about playing something like Eternal Darkness where it says that like your game has been erased? Now that might be a scare for you.
Well, I knew about the game going into it, so I knew it was going to play those tricks. But a couple of them made me think like,
That the
what's
game
going
was
on
glitching.
here? Yeah, definitely.
Like the one
like the
walk
volume
into
on
a
the TV
room-
didn't do it because I know what the volume
When you
on my
walk
TV
into a
looks
room
like.
and like you start to sink into the floor and it's
Yes.
like, oh, this game's broken.
Yeah, there were a couple that happened where you're like, was that a legit glitch or was that? Oh, you want some?
No, I just didn't know if that's what it
Okay.
was.
Friday the 13th on NES. I was more excited to see Jason
real good.
appear back in the day. I saw somebody doing a cosplay just a couple days ago of the Friday the 13th NES Jason because it's such a great color scheme and it was such an awesome cosplay because it's like, a purple jumpsuit and like a teal mask and it was so good. It was really cool.
That
looking.
game
Friday 13th.
scared me a little
NES.
bit because we were playing as people, and actually when I was playing as Jason I would be more scared because I'm like up
not
against
on NES, not on
no
NES.
on the
Switch.
Switch, the asymmetric Friday the 13th.
Yes.
Because you're up against, like, if you're playing as Jason, you're up against the clock, you're up against your competitors or whatever, all the people trying to survive. So like, it wasn't like a scared, but it was like there was a real rush to being in that
Oh
role.
yes, there is a discomfort, to
Especially
that,
when you
without a
like
doubt.
try to play strategically and you're like, oh, I'm gonna like fast travel to this point, I'm gonna ambush them, and then like they pick up on it and they dodge it and you're like, no,
I
you're
was
playing that
always-
game with the windows and the doors.
I was always, I believe, the Jason from Friday the 13th 2 because he had the most traps to set. And it's kind of like you can see that as like a cheap way of playing, but it's in the game.
I would argue it's not cheap. Yeah,
and
it's
like
his mechanic.
You just put them by like the cars or whatever. So when people are trying
put
to
'em-
fix them,
Put them by your cabin, so they're like, ain't nobody getting this.
put them by the cabin
Ain't
where
nobody getting to my mama.
where like the they have to turn the power back on. Remember, you had to take the fuse. Like if you
Right.
put a trap there, man, you could really get them good.
Well, don't forget your tricks and prepare yourself mentally because
tricks.
a year from now we will be playing Halloween, made by the exact same people. So I'm very excited for that, and it should be largely the exact same kind of
Did
game, except
you-
you won't be in a camp. You'll
Did
be
you
in
hear about
neighborhoods.
a game show on Netflix that's Clue?
I heard they were doing Clue as a game show. I
Yeah.
didn't look
I have
into
a
it
feeling
because
it's going to be very similar. You don't
I
like
don't
Clue.
but I like game shows, so I'll give it a
I
shot.
have a feeling it's going to be like that, which is the kind of game I want.
That would be fun. It's probably they probably looked at like
Other
Traders, and they were like, Traders is really
Yeah.
big. What's another thing? Clue. We could do
things.
Traders with Clue.
Maybe, yeah.
But yeah, I'm down for any game show. Speaking of game shows, and then I got one more Patreon thing. This week, this should come to no surprise to anybody. I'm subscribed to Wink Martindale's YouTube channel. Rest in peace, Wink Martindale. Game show host for the youngsters who don't know. He's dead, but he hosted a whole bunch of game shows. Most well known
He
for
died, but he's keeping up his YouTube channel.
somebody is. I don't know what Wink was most well known for as far as a game show host. He did so many of them. It's his biggest one. But anyway, Wink Martindale, I don't know if his company or I don't know what it is, but he has archives and archives and archives of old game shows, including ones that never made it to air. Like he's got the pilots of so many game shows. And just this week when my parents were here, we watched an old episode of Scrabble with Chuck Woolery, which I loved. But we watched a 2000 pilot for Pictionary. And Pictionary's been on before, and it has been on after. But this is one that didn't get picked up. And it was the most like...
Cringy.
No. What's the word I'm trying to think of?
Overstimulating.
It was 22 minutes of nonstop people screaming, and they played music the entire game. Like the whole show had music, and it was just team of 3, team of 4 over here, team of 4 over here, screaming answers the whole time. Like it was. We finished the episode, and I was like, I can see why this wasn't picked up because it was just it was too much. And they held out until 2022 when they were like, Jerry O'Connell, the perfect host for Pictionary. And that show ran for... Here's a great question that nobody cares about but me. But because you're my friends, I'm going to have you answer. Jerry O'Connell hosted Pictionary from 2022 to 2025. Show's over now.
Rebecca
It lasted
Romaine.
that long?
I know. How many episodes did they do in that amount of time?
How many years was it?
3. Technically 2.5, but 3.
60.
60.
Like 26.
Like 26. You guys would be wrong. I don't know the exact number. They did over 550 episodes.
What?
I thought
Is
it was
that
like
not
I thought it was
crazy?
like one of those things that like they didn't really make a lot, but they just kept making.
No,
Like,
so that's what it is. They like cranked out as many as they could in those 3 years, and it's
Wow.
going to live on in syndication for years to come. So Jerry O'Connell's just going to keep making bank off of that one. But I was like, over 500 episodes in 3 years? That they must have filmed like, TV, what, like 10 episodes a day, 5 days a week for a while?
no, doesn't really have to. 3 years.
2.5 years, really.
I mean, if they did 2 episodes a day,
Times, yeah, I guess so.
you know,
Yeah, but maybe it's like the Wheel of Fortune schedule where they cram everything into like a summer, a whole
Yeah.
season's worth into a summer. I don't know, but I was like, man, that's a lot of
or
episodes.
that's like whatchamacallit too, Family Feud. They do
Yeah.
at least 2 episodes a day, right? Also, I mean, depending on the structure of it, maybe they did 3 episodes a day and they just cranked them out
Yeah.
in 1 month. I mean, you're not shooting for 30 full days,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
in 2 months you get over 100 episodes.
Yeah. And I'm a fan of game shows. God bless. I don't know if I should say God bless Jerry O'Connell because I don't know enough about him. I don't think I got any problem with Jerry O'Connell, but not the greatest game show host. He's fine on that other show with all the women that's not called The View. The Talk?
Okay.
That sounds right.
I think it's The Talk. He's fine on that kind of environment, but not as a game
He
show
hosts
host.
that. It's a bunch of women.
He
and
was
he's-
one of the hosts on The Talk, yes. I think he still is.
Mm.
CBS has The Talk. ABC has The View. CW has the... I don't know.
The Whisper.
The ladies. I don't know. What
The
it's,
Talk.
it's that one where it has
The
that great
View?
moment with that comedian.
Hey, is it smell related? They got like sound and sight.
Is it smell related?
That's a good point, actually.
Now I got to look it up.
The field?
CW
Oh, maybe the
show.
fields.
Yeah, get your guesses in now. CW show with women
The smell,
who talk.
the scent.
The sniff.
Heart of Dixie. That's not it.
The stench. That's just-
The stench. The
The tea?
real.
Oh.
The real is what the name of the show is.
REAL.
Yes,
Mhm.
REAL, which has one of my favorite moments from any of those shows ever. It's where that one comedian says something along the lines of like, "Just kill me now," and all the other girls are like, "No!" And she's like, "Put me in the ground and close the coffin." And they're like, "Stop it! Don't talk like that." It's really good. It's a
Fatality.
great clip. But anyway, way off course there. I don't even know
You
what
can't
we
be
were
going
talking
on the reel and saying you want to die.
That's being real.
Exactly.
You can be. That's what it's all about. No, it's not Kelly Clarkson. I do not mean this negatively, and I don't mean this. There, yes, her right there. That's the woman. Darmani, thanks for joining us.
Is that the show that the lady from Great British Baking Show went on, and they did like a who's the singer Charlotte when she was a kid? Is it Charlotte Church?
Oh,
And she
yeah.
did like a singing bowl meditation, and the lady from Great British Baking Show was on it, and she's
Yes,
trying
cracking
not to
up.
laugh, and it's
two
so
different shows.
good.
That's a different woman, like
Yeah,
a
that
completely
was
different. But
very funny.
anyway, talked about that. Now let us continue on. What else did I talk about? Oh, I saved this one for last. One more on Patreon. As I've said, the new anime season the fall anime season is underway, and I've watched the first episodes of every fall anime that I originally intended to watch on my list. I have since added more in there because they're getting hype and talks. I want to check them out. So I got a couple more to watch. One more came out today that I haven't watched, but then that's the end of the fall season as far as things I want to watch. There is one that I mentioned already, and it's called Deux. Feel free to comment on the name. Tojima Wants to Be a Kamen Rider.
Oh, that's a good name.
Not the rapper Kamen, and not the word common. Kamen Rider, Kamen, is basically, it's like I'll liken it to
Oh.
Power Rangers. But this is a cartoon, and a cartoon anime. This is about a guy, Tojima.
Okay.
Tojima.
I didn't know if you were saying
Tojima and Earl.
right. Well, that's what came to mind. But then I was like, wait, is it supposed to be Kojima?
No,
Like,
Togima. It is about this guy who, when he was a little kid, was obsessed with Kamen Rider. He would watch the show, and again, it's a very Power Ranger style show where you have a guy who wears this whole outfit, this mask. He transforms into this superhero Kamen Rider.
He makes his monster grow.
And he fights, a bad guy, whatever. But as a little kid, this guy was obsessed with it and like watched it all the time and did the moves from it. But as he grew up, he never not became obsessed with it. And like really the ideas of like being a hero and fighting for what's right and like all that still stuck with him as he got older. And you see like when he gets older and he's in like high school and there's this like group of people, like a gang basically, that are mean and they like are harassing this one girl. He like takes the values of Kamen Rider to try and save the girl and like gets in a fight and beats up one of the bullies. But then like the bully has all these other bully friends and he gets his butt kicked. And he's like laying on the ground all bloodied and everything. And that's when he like channels Kamen Rider. And he's like, I didn't want to have to do this, but I'm going to have to. And he takes off his shirt and he's drawn like the Kamen Rider belt. Kamen Rider wears a belt. He's drawn it on his skin. And everybody's like, what is this weirdo doing? And he like starts doing the Kamen Rider like poses and moves and then like goes in and beats the crap out of him. But the girl who he saves is like, you're a weirdo. What are you doing? And like, he just becomes a loner because he believes in Kamen Rider. And he like goes out to like, he goes out at sunset and trains and like looks over the water to channel Kamen Rider, whatever. His house is filled with Kamen Rider merch. And he's very much aware that it is not a normal thing to do, but the values of Kamen Rider are just so important to him. And it gets to a point where he's like so lonely and he's a 40-plus-year-old man. And he's like, I have all this Kamen Rider stuff and it's just going to go in the garbage and nobody cares about this or really cares about what I'm doing. He's like, I gotta like stop. He's like, that's it. The world has defeated me. whatever. So he sells all of his stuff and he's going to stop living as Kamen Rider. And you see his apartment and it's like completely emptied. It's got like a table and like a fridge and that's it. He's got nothing left because all of his Kamen Rider merch is gone. So in the real world, you find out that in his real world, you find out that there is somebody else who's like him, but they are the bad guy. And they start this like crime syndicate of like doing petty thefts and stuff to bring this guy money. And he makes the people in his crime syndicate dress up like the bad guys in Kamen Rider. And they're like, why are you making us do this? You're a weirdo. And it's like, just do it. It's going to become a thing. And then we're going to like take over. So the Kamen Rider guy starts seeing that there's people out in public doing this. And he's like, what's going on here? So of course he's out in public one day and some of the villains from this gang come out and they're wearing little kid masks from Kamen Rider, but the bad guys. And he sees that they're like knocking over this guy's booth at a fair. And Kamen Rider guy's like, oh my God, like this is it. This is my time. And like there's a fair at the booth that's got all kind of masks, like Japanese masks, but they have a Kamen Rider mask. And he takes this like little kid mask and puts it on and becomes Kamen Rider mentally. Like he doesn't get any extra power or anything, but he like channels the spirit of Kamen Rider, starts beating the crap out of the bad guys. But he's like crying as he's doing it because he's like, this is it. Like my whole life, it's finally happening. Like someone is doing this. I cannot explain how much this show resonates for me. Like I if my friends ever question like how I feel when I'm watching superhero stuff or just ideas that I feel, this 22-minute episode I've never felt more seen by a show than this show. I was like, this is incredible. And I told MomBrain, I was like, she hasn't watched it, but I was like, you're going to think I'm insane, but also you're going to watch this show and be like, oh, now I understand why he's the weirdo that he is. So if anybody wants to see how I feel to some degree, you have to just watch the first episode of this show and you'll get it. That's it. But I was like,
guy?
no. I like teared up so many times watching this show and my mouth was agape and I was just like frozen watching it where I was like, I can't believe it. This is a show exactly how I feel. And on top of all that, the music was unbelievable. And I went to Reddit and people are like, I need the soundtrack right away. This soundtrack is one of the best soundtracks I've ever heard. The show is like becoming a sleeper hit. Everybody's like, here's a show that not a lot of people were talking about, but you got to watch the first episode because it's all kinds of unbelievable. So Tajima wants to be a Kamen Rider. Go watch it.
Is you are getting to that point and you're going to end the podcast and all this stuff. And if you ended the podcast and then one day we're walking down the street and a fire-breathing lizard dinosaur character,
Mario. I'm going to be Mario.
Yeah, you would throw on the hat and be Mario.
Yeah, but Mario doesn't really have like any special ability. He can jump.
No special abilities.
Not innately. You just jump. It's like Fire Flowers and Raccoon Tails.
He's got heart.
He's got heart. That is.
I mean, let's go
true.
through the list of superheroes that don't have actual powers. Right?
Okay.
They've got tools. They've got tools. Batman. Falcon. Captain America. Sam. What's his name?
Captain America.
Sam.
Well, okay, yes. Yes. That version. Yeah, I thought you were talking about the other one. I was going to say he's got super serum.
That's why I said Falcon first.
Yes, he doesn't. You are 100% right.
Ironheart.
Ironheart does not. That is true.
Iron Man.
This is all true, but they have like things that like, Mario doesn't have a thing.
He's got heart.
Like
he's got flood.
He did have flood. He did have Mario. Yeah, but all those superheroes are known minus Batman. Well, kind of Batman. For like, Iron Man is his suit and Ironheart is her suit. And like they have a piece to them that if you take them out of it, they're kind of screwed. Batman is an exception. He's just...
I still don't understand the difference because this guy doesn't have actual superpowers. He just put a mask on.
Yes.
And he still kicked some butt.
I know. And you said the perfect word and then went off on the other direction. Heart. It's the heart of the show and the heart of the character that really, really does it for me. Like I've only watched the first episode. The second episode came out today. It is like one of my favorite things I've ever seen. I don't know if the rest of the show is going to be any good, but that episode is forever going to be something that means something to
It's
me.
gonna
Like
end up
that
more-
one episode, those 22 minutes were like I said, I've never felt so seen in my entire life, just through the perspective of heart and like, just I don't know, justice and
you'd be like
superheroes
Kick-Ass
and
then, probably.
yeah, which I haven't seen or read, but
It's not Marvel.
so there you go. That's Patreon. Go watch that if you want to see how much of a weirdo I am. It's on Crunchyroll.
Tojima does it again.
Tojima does it again. That's what we'll call it from now on. Good to see you, Rock. Yeah.
We can't wait for that to take like a turn and be more dramatic and depressing than Takiopi or whatever his name was.
I don't think it's going to, but
I don't know.
the teaser shows. See, the only problem with the show is I've never watched
Takagi.
Kamen Rider. I know all about Kamen Rider, but I've never watched it, so I'm not really familiar with the characters. The teaser for the next episode showed that there was somebody else who is training to be one of the characters in the show, but they see this Kamen Rider guy got the jump on them, and they were like, "Son of a bitch, this was going to be my thing." So I don't know what's going to happen, but I don't know the characters from the show. But it's been my entrance into Kamen Rider, and based on this, totally down. Man, was it a fun episode. Lots of humor in it too. Like it's not played where it's like this guy is a superhero. It's very much played like this guy is a weirdo, but he's a lovable weirdo. And even he's like, I know I have these weird qualities about me. It's great. I loved it so much. That's the Patreon. Join the Patreon for $1. But that's enough of that. We got to get the news, MomBrain. Enough of this stuff. Finally. We heard from someone at HAL related to Kirby. They were the producer on Kirby and the Forgotten Land, or Kirby and the Forgotten Realm, as we know it.
Yeah, you're speaking my language.
See, we've gone too long not mentioning it regularly. So since I've been posting about it on the site, I'm back to land. But now I need to wash that from my brain and go back to
definitely
realm.
get it wrong more often.
Get it
will
wrong
you?
more often. That's
How
right.
could you abbreviate that? I'm trying to.
Oh, don't even. There's too many words.
K
It's
in
more than two
the
words.
Foray. It's not realm, right? It will. Well,
Listen,
Yeah,
you turn
I
to
know.
this guy
I
when
know,
it
I
comes to
don't
that
know.
stuff.
Yeah, I don't know.
They were talking about Kirby in the Forgotten Land / realm, but they were talking about Kirby's future. What is next for Kirby? Obviously, they didn't give specifics, but we do have their quote. This is Kirby general producer Shinya Kumazaki.
Oh.
They talked about why they expanded the game for Switch 2 and then go into Kirby in general.
more money.
So you can read the expansion thing. Well, you know what? I'll read it for you. They say, quote, originally we had thought it would be fun to expand the world of Forgotten Land even further, but we hadn't been able to put it into practice. Then the idea of Switch 2 came up, and we were delighted to launch the project as we felt that we could make use of its capabilities to expand the world of Forgotten Land in an appealing way. From there, we worked at our rapid pace to develop the game so that we could deliver the Kirby experience on Switch 2 as quickly as possible. Naturally, we developed Forgotten Land with all our might at the time, so I'm very pleased to hear such high praise. However, there were some elements that just would have been too difficult to achieve on the original Switch. The moment we realized this was an even more enjoyable adventure, the Switch 2 edition, I felt a strong sense of accomplishment. It was a moment where technological advancements, beautiful visuals, and gameplay all came together beautifully. Then as far as the Kirby future, we have this quote. There's a lot to look forward to in the future, so for now, I'd like to leave some room for the imagination.
Can we stop calling
Oh.
it Forgotten Realm or whatever, Forgotten Land? If they're gonna do like expansions on it, it's not forgotten anymore. They're like everybody remembers it now.
Yeah. Kirby and
Well, the expansion has its own
Remembered
name.
Cash Cow.
Forgotten Land is the name of the first game, and the
Yeah.
expansion is called Star-Crossed World. So it
Yeah.
has a new name.
So it should be like Kirby in the Forgotten Realm. Remember me
Yeah.
or something, you
Okay.
know?
With the Remember Me expansion. Okay.
Yeah.
You know, which name do you like better? That's what we need to focus on from now on.
Oh man.
Kirby and the Forgotten Land plus Star-Crossed World, or Kirby and the
and
Forgotten Realm, Remember Me.
If I'm being serious,
You do whatever you
if
want.
I'm being serious, I would probably go with Remember Me. Like as stupid as that
Yeah.
is, but that's because it makes me think of that goofy joke.
Yes,
So
yes.
like probably Star-Crossed Lovers is way better.
Well, now we have that. So Kirby and the Star-Crossed Lovers is what we will officially call it from
Kirby
here on.
and the recently visited realm. The once forgotten but
recently-
recently visited.
There you go. There you go. There you go. Once
It's a
forgotten,
little
but
it's a
recently-
little long, but it really, I mean, we want to be clear with the description here. We don't want to be misleading.
There are game and anime names that are way longer than that, so you're fine. Longest game names on Switch. There are some that it is like ridiculous. Yes, this is exactly what I was thinking of. Well, we did the one that I talked about the other week. Milk
boxing
inside a bag of
yeah,
milk
yeah.
inside a bag, blah, blah, blah. But that's not it. Are you ready? This is the full title of this game
I think it'd be
based on an
ridiculous.
anime. I am not lying. I am not adding
Oh, is it
no
yeah.
hyperbole. Manyu. Defeat monsters and gain strong weapons and armor. You may be defeated, but don't give up. Become stronger. I believe there will be a day when the heroes defeat the king. That is the full title.
It's getting out of
the game.
hand, right? Like it's
I
a
wouldn't
little out
say
of
it's
hand.
getting, and I wouldn't say it's a
Somebody
little. I would say it's a lot.
confused the title for the log line
Yeah,
and just ran with it.
that's ridiculous.
Somebody said, I thought Fairy Fencer F Advent Dark Force was long, but clearly I was wrong. Yeah. Yeah, so like those are so long that if you're trying to do like when I posted about that game, I had to shorten it because I literally couldn't fit everything on social media. It would not fit in there. So now that we've forever screwed up the name of that game, and I don't know what I'm supposed to call it, we will never talk about it again. Oh my God, Josh, do you hear that?
What are the next European
Oh,
masterpieces?
Josh.
Sorry, I was
It's okay.
listening.
We're doing sales, Josh. Remember, Circana days, not the MPD days.
MPD is out.
That's right, baby.
and Circana is
Do not
in.
look over there. Do not look over there.
Oh,
We have our Circana numbers. This is August 2025. So, all right, I'll give you the rundown as I always do. This is the United States only. This is all systems. And please remember, Nintendo's numbers only include digital, not physical.
Wait.
No, wait. We are
They
done.
include digital, not physical.
Oh, they only include physical, not digital.
Okay.
Sorry, I said it backwards.
Yeah,
My
glad we
apologies. Thanks
waited.
for catching me. Thanks for catching me. Only physical, not digital. Yes, that is correct. So, MomBrain, the scary music from Millionaire, please.
oh no.
And MomBrain, we'll start with you.
FIFA.
FIFA, the lady says, which is not called FIFA anymore, but we'll give it to her anyway. It is called EA Sports FC 26. And what is this? I'm not sure if it's here or not because there's bundles. Let me double check.
Bundles. Bundles,
Sports.
bundles, bundles.
I just want to make sure because multiple games have. Okay, MomBrain, I'm so sorry, but right off the bat, you are out. I'm triple checking. You are out, MomBrain. I'm sorry. Nicky Hill,
MLB, the show.
MLB, the show.
Handed this one right to you.
I have double checked. It is not here.
Oh man.
I am so sorry.
Not a big
Jew.
year for sport. Not a big month.
Minecraft.
Minecraft. You've won. It's already over. Minecraft is here. Number 11. Yes, that's it. Game's over. Man, I was so excited, and now
So
it's over.
funny that we have no idea. Our fingers aren't really on the pulse of things.
Yeah, and again, I say this. I feel like I say
Oh,
this
Donkey Kong.
kind of often. Yeah, you've missed a whole bunch.
I don't know what comes out anymore.
Madden
the one- and I'm the one
comes
reading the
out
list.
in August. Madden is the August release every single year. So
See, I guess it's so often, and I'm always wrong on the timing. So I've been.
well, Duke, congratulations. A very easy victory for you.
Oh,
Starting
thank
with
you.
number 20 and going up. Rat Hat Redemption 2. Story of Seasons Grand Bazaar. Hogwarts Legacy. WWE 2K25. Grounded 2. Forza Horizon 5. Helldivers. Grand Theft Auto 5. Call of Duty, which I was surprised was not guessed. Minecraft at number 11. And then your top 10. Number 10, Demon Slayer. the Demon Slayer game came in at number 10 this month,
didn't
bumped
even
up
know it came out.
considerably. It came out a while ago. Bumped up to number 10. It was 24 before that
Not even
because it's been
lie,
out for a while.
because of the
movie, yeah. EA Sports Kickoff Bundle, which is football. EA Sports MVP Bundle, which is football. Donkey Kong Bonanza was number 7, down from number 3 last month. Gears of War Reloaded. EA Sports College Football at number 5. Metal Gear Solid Delta Snake Eater, the remake, at number 4. Mafia: The Old Country at number 3. Madden at number 2. And NBA 2K26 at number 1. There's your top 20, everybody.
These games like Mafia: The Old Country, it's obviously doing well.
Mhm.
I haven't heard anyone talk about it. I'm sure it's like a fine game, but I just feel like from what I've seen, it's probably like exactly like every other game like that. And yeah,
Well, if
people are buying
like
it
the
and
Mafia
enjoying it.
franchise, then they buy
But
the
like
new
no
one,
one's
yeah.
talking about it.
You
And
know
like
what?
it took
It's-
this list to even show me that it's doing well.
What was it? Number 2, number 3?
3.
Yeah.
It's doing well.
You know what's funny? Someone is talking about it, and it's the only person I see talking about it. I've seen articles on Kotaku about it, but outside of that, I don't really see anyone talking about it. But I do see one person in particular talking about it. Matty Piss. He's been
Nice.
posting about it a lot, and he's like, people, play this game. You're missing out on a really great game. He's like, this is one of my games of the year. He posts about it pretty frequently.
Man,
So.
that's cool.
Does he know that's
He
his
knows-
name here?
No, he doesn't. But he does. We talk socially, parasocially on Blue Sky fairly often because he's posts stuff that I comment on because I feel I have something to say, and he's pretty funny. He posts about Mafia a lot. He posts about baseball. He's a big baseball fan. He posts about sales numbers, obviously, and he posts about political leaning things in a positive way
Oh.
for us, I would say.
Mm.
So I love everything I know about Matty Piss.
Not necessarily.
He
If he keeps that up, he might. Be
Blue Sky is like
removed.
its own thing. No, Blue
Oh.
Sky, if you're going to be politically aligned on our side, I would say Blue Sky is where you want to be for the
Hence
most part.
Blue.
I heard he calls you Rami
right.
Poop. Rami Poop.
I'll have to ask him that.
And another thing, what's going on with Mario Kart World? Is it just not popular yet? Not a lot of people have the Switch 2, or it's part of the
Digital.
bundle, or
Digital.
it's
It's the bundle. Yeah. And of course, people are like, look at Mario Kart World selling like garbage. Mario Kart 8 Deluxe selling higher than it. And you know who responded to it? Matty Piss, because he's got the numbers. And he was like, guys, 87% of the sales this month for Mario Kart were the bundle. He's like, the game has sold over 7 million copies already. He's like, you just don't see it in the software sales chart because it's the bundle. He's like, I don't know why this narrative is out there that it's
They
not
need
selling.
to report this stuff.
so then
What the heck? What the heck?
you know, years down the line when we're doing these lists, can we not expect Mario Kart World to show up on the list like
No,
8
because
did?
if you remember,
Remember,
Nintendo said the world bundle is only for this year. They are not
so
going to
moving
continue it.
forward, they're probably like not even for Christmases and stuff. They're not going to do a bundle. Well, we
They
don't
might,
know,
yeah,
but-
they might bring it back, but they're saying like it's not a permanent thing, which it's not for the Switch.
But when we
as
talk
well,
about
so.
numbers in the future, we're still not going to talk about digital. Like overall
Nintendo digital.
cumulative numbers.
When we talk about Circana numbers, digital for Nintendo,
counted.
no.
Oh,
But when you talk about Nintendo's financial report, which is coming up in a couple weeks, that will include digital, yes. But Nintendo digital Circana, no, never, unless
It's too
Nintendo
much to
changes the
keep
way they
track of.
operate.
okay.
So yes, don't worry. Mario Kart World is still selling extremely well. It's
Mario
just in
Kart
the bundle, so
World.
you don't see the numbers.
I was at a Target this past week, or I guess 2 weeks ago, and they had like a bunch of Switch 2s.
Oh
no,
boy, they're
no one's
doomed.
buying these things.
You are
No
like
one's buying anything from Target.
you
Yeah,
are
I
like the
guess not.
people on
Digital
the
too.
internet.
They're
You-
buying the Switch 2 digital.
Yeah, here's the perfect example. Nintendo can never win. Nintendo's always doomed. I know you see that, and you also see comments online that always say bad things about Nintendo because that's the way that it is. We have our August US numbers. Let me tell you, the Switch has sold 2.4 million units in the United States alone so far. That's with 3 months of data. That means it is 5% ahead of the record-setting pace that the PS4 was on. Also, to put things in better perspective, the Switch 2 is over 70% ahead of what the Switch was at when the Switch came out. And I don't think anybody would say the Switch has been a bomb. So there's your factual information based on the US as far as sales go. Literally still the best-selling system of all time in the United States. 77% ahead of the Switch when they're launch aligned. So
You're
2.4 million sold. I don't know what else to tell you.
You're being called a glazer in the chat.
That's glazing, yeah. If saying facts for the United States are glazing, then I'm the biggest glazer there is. Yeah, Japan, #1 system, still out of stock in Japan. Nintendo made sure to get stock at there, which is something they've always said, but never happens. But this time, because they were because they had pushed back the system from when they originally were intending to launch it, and then on top of that, all the tariff situation, they made sure to get stock out there. What's going to happen this holiday season? I don't know, and I will tell you the same thing that Matty Piss said. He said, all I can say is right now, the system's selling extremely well. He said, we won't really know longevity until the holiday season gets here. If the holiday season comes up and the system doesn't see a big bump, then you'd be like, oh, there's no holiday bump. Maybe there's some troubles. But as of right now, 3 months in, everything is record setting in the United States and in Japan. Europe is up and down all over the place, but that's the way Europe is for Nintendo. So I don't know what else. I don't know what else to tell you.
Mhm.
I don't know what else to tell you. But again, if you don't trust me, go read Matty Piss's numbers because he's the Circana guy and he is only US. But US is one of the biggest markets for Nintendo.
So you're saying we
I don't know
should
what to say.
buy next time I'm there, which I won't be, buy those Switch 2s and sell them over in Japan? That's what you're saying?
No. Because you will not be able to make a profit because Japan has the region locked Switch 2, which is considerably cheaper, which is doing big numbers over there. So they're probably not. You can buy the regular Switch 2 over there, but it's considerably more expensive. So
man.
I guess it would sell,
That's how they
but
get
it's
ya.
not going to sell like the region locked one is. I can say there were 2 French retailers. I don't remember the name of one of them, but the French branch of Amazon just did like a 6% discount on all Switch 2 systems. Is that because of bad sales? Is that because of stock surplus? Is that because of the holiday season? I have no idea. I can't tell you. All I can tell you is this is in line with what they've done with other systems and software. When software came out, they did a discount right away. When other systems came out, they did a discount within a couple months. So it's in line with what they were doing on other systems. But if you want the narrative of Switch is bombing in France, go ahead and say that because I can't tell you one way or the other. I honestly don't know. All I can tell you is we don't have the sales numbers. Nintendo will give the sales numbers in a couple weeks, and there's a 7%, 6% discount on all versions of the system. Now, I can tell you, I think that's because Pokemon's coming out, and they're like, yeah, do it right now because that sucker's going to sell and we'll make even more money. So that's my own speculation. I don't know. I know in Madrid, it is the PS4 is selling better now by like 1,000 units. I can tell you that. Is that indicative of a bigger problem in Europe? I don't know, but I can tell you that. So there's your non-glazed numbers. That's all I got for you. But I will, as always, report the facts. As a Nintendo fan, do I constantly worry that the Switch 2 is going to bomb? Yes, just as I do with every single system that Nintendo puts out. I did
Not
it
gonna
with
lie,
all of
I'm
them,
sweating
and
a
I will
little bit.
do it with all of them. But I will only ever give you on the site the actual numbers. So there's your actual numbers.
Just to clarify, the person who mentioned that, I won't give their name, but in the chat they mentioned the glazing. They said I didn't know it was a negative thing. You were just talking it up, and they missed what you were talking about.
Oh, I didn't. Whoever said it, I didn't think they were being mean or rude or anything. I thought they were joking. I will also tell you, Switch 2 was the #1 selling system in the United States this month. And according to Matty Piss, hardware spending overall went up 32%. He attributed the market boost 11% of that only to Nintendo. So he said 11% of that comes from just Nintendo's efforts. So there you go. And then your top 10 Switch 2/Switch titles. So this is only Nintendo stuff. Starting with number 10, Breath of the Wild. Number 9, Tears of the Kingdom, obviously because of the Switch 2 edition. Then Minecraft, Mario Kart 8, Kirby and the Forgotten Realm. I don't remember what I'm supposed to call it.
I don't remember either.
Hogwarts Legacy,
The once forgotten but now recently
Yes.
visited realm.
Super Mario Party Jamboree, Story of Seasons, Grand Bazaar. Number 2, I'm going to skip. And then number 1 is Donkey Kong Bonanza. Number 2, this is really important and was highlighted by Christopher Dring and Matty Piss, I believe. Christopher Dring for sure. Matty Piss, I believe. Did. Number 2 on the Nintendo Top 10 this month is Madden. That is a very important thing to see happen because there's always the story of third parties saying, we don't put out our games on Nintendo systems because they don't sell. And Nintendo fans going, well, if you'd put out the actual regular game, we would buy it. Madden NFL 26, albeit 30 frames per second, is the same version as the other versions of the game. And Nintendo Switch 2 fans showed up to make it number 2.
We got there.
So, I mean, there's your proof right there. Now, it needs to stick around, and we need to compare it to other platforms where Madden goes from month to month. But a fantastic debut for the game. That's number 2. That's great. That's really, really great. So, good on you, Nintendo fans, for putting your money where your mouth is. Steister says, man, at number 2 spot on the Switch charts, that's a great sign for EA, seeing that their support for their games on Nintendo platform. Yeah, it's a major, major thing that cannot be overlooked. It needs to be kept track of going forward, but that debut is fantastic. Yes, I 100% agree, because remember, this is Switch and Switch. Remember, this is Switch and Switch 2 charts combined, not just Switch 2 charts. So good stuff there. That is what we want to see. Switch 2 owners saying, yep, you give us the full fat game, we'll support it. And they did. So there you go. Great start. Very auspicious. Rumor. Nina. Morning. There's a rumor of a new Nintendo movie being in the works. Who wants to guess what it is?
Pikmin.
No.
The Super Mario Galaxy movie.
That's not a rumor.
Zelda?
No, that's not a rumor.
Donkey Kong.
Donkey Kong is correct.
Oh,
Zelda is true, live action.
what about
Mario Galaxy movie is true. We have already seen the teaser.
Not Mole Mania?
Not Mole Mania. It took me a little bit to realize what you were saying because it sounded like Namomania.
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 Not Mole Mania?
No money.
It's funny you talk about that because I have something to say about that. And I'll say it
Namomania,
after
man.
this. Rumor is Donkey Kong movie in the works. Obviously, animated partnership between Nintendo and Universal. Makes total sense. Donkey Kong Bonanza. Donkey Kong was a part of the Mario movie. You would imagine we saw the arc of Mario and Donkey Kong not getting along and then getting along at the end of the movie. And then you would imagine there could be a spin-off movie where Donkey Kong goes off and does his own thing with Cranky and Candy and Funky and Lanky and Baby and
Seth Rogen won all those Emmys now, so booyah.
right. And he gave, although it didn't officially receive an Emmy, an Emmy award worthy performance as Donkey Kong in the Mario movie. So yeah, I think a Donkey Kong spin-off movie would be great. I'd love to see the Donkey Kong universe explored in a movie. I think it could be a lot of fun. I think there's a lot of silly characters that were working there. We got King K. Rool and the Kremlings and all them. Yeah, do it all. I'm all about it. This comes from Daniel RPK, who is basically he's one of the go-to guys if you're into movie rumors. He's an insider that's gotten many things right, not all of them. But I don't think it's any crazy rumor to think that the two would be partnering up for a Donkey Kong movie. But now the news is out there. Rumor.
Wouldn't it be great if it was all a misunderstanding? Like Donkey Kong is in construction, that's why he's on the scaffolding. And what's her name? What's the Pauline was climbing up there and she shouldn't have been up there and she almost fell. So he grabbed her to save her. And then this plumbing guy is like, hey, I'll save you, lady. But he's already in the middle of saving her. And so
part of your story is related to Donkey Kong Bonanza.
Is it? I don't know.
Yeah, because Donkey Kong starts in construction. He's like mining in construction.
Is that construction or is that excavation?
Yeah, they're building the scaffolding and everything.
You think they'd have to make it like a Donkey Kong Bonanza where DK is the protagonist and he's the good guy and
he'll be the good guy.
And he's trying to do good things. They might have Mario have a cameo or help him out in some way,
maybe.
But I doubt they would have them be enemies.
And he'll be exactly. He'll be based on his appearance in the Mario movie. I would imagine he'd be like the good guy, but with a little bit of an edge, anger issue or whatever. But yeah, he's not going to be like, because in Bonanza he's like extremely sweet and nice and everything. But I think they'll continue with their Roganified version of Donkey
Yeah.
Kong.
So
for
he's
the-
probably smoking banana leaves. Am I right?
Oh, the Rogan version.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. It'll be rated mature. Or R, sorry. It's not a game.
Oh.
Austin McBucket says, well, this came completely out of nowhere. No mention of the amusing full circle moment given. Yeah, I did think about this when I wrote it. Given the history of this character and Universal, maybe that will be noted when it officially gets announced. Like Square Enix marking the magnitude of Final Fantasy on Switch 2. I thought of that when I wrote this, because they sued Nintendo over that back in the day and they lost. But yes, full circle. So maybe King Kong will make a cameo in Donkey Kong.
What if they just remake an animated King Kong, but with Donkey Kong? And
There
they're
you
like,
go.
we win, Nintendo.
That's right. It took us a few decades, but we made it happen.
Play that long game.
Moving on.
Moving on.
If you are a Switch Online member, and you are due, and Nikki Hill, you are, and I am, you got your Super Nintendo game update this week, and it's got something very special. We'll start with the not special. Oh, I said I had something to talk about, and I forgot. I'll get it after this one. Starting off with the not special thing. Bubsy in Claw's Encounter of the Third Kind. The Super Nintendo game. You've never played a Bubsy game. Bubsy's coming back in Bubsy 4D, which, no joke, is getting rave impressions because it's made by a phenomenal developer. But if you want to see what classic Bubsy is all about and all of its quote-unquote glory, you can hop on your Switch Online Super Nintendo collection and play Bubsy in Claw's Encounters of the Third Kind. That was added this
Leave
week.
no pun untouched
That's
on that
right.
one.
Throw them all in there. Play as the ferocious feline himself in a Super Nintendo game from 1993. 16 stages, 300 screens, wacky enemies, and
With the
kooky
high stakes
mechanics.
story of get his yarn back.
I mean, what else would a cat want? And the weird part is he's a bobcat. You don't even think of them as yarn
Like
lovers.
Oh, he's somebody's uncle.
Like bonkers. Yeah, that's right. You think of them as like police officers and stuff like that. We also got Fatal Fury Special if you're into fighting games. This was from 1995. 15 different characters in this game. But the real talk is Mario and Wario. This was a Super Nintendo game that never released outside of Japan
Wow.
ever. Not once, never, ever until now in the year of our Lord 2025. This 1993 Super Famicom platformer puzzler. Basically, it's kind of like Mario versus Donkey Kong, where you would control Mario to make sure he doesn't walk onto any hazards or anything like that. But it is played with the mouse. It's one of the only other games on the Super Nintendo you played with the mouse. You're a little fairy character that sets up platforms and takes care of traps and whatever to save Mario, to get him safely to the level's goal. So you play this with a mouse. If you're playing on the Switch, you need a mouse plugged in.
We got there.
If you're playing on the Switch 2, you can play with your Joy-Con 2 on its side in mouse mode. So really cool to see a never, ever localized first-party Mario game make the jump worldwide. That is pretty damn awesome. I have not had a chance to play it yet, but I've always wanted to, and I will certainly give it a go because I love puzzle platformers like this, so I'm all about it. But again, must be played in mouse mode. So a cool release from Nintendo there.
Is that I don't think you'll have an answer to this because they do whatever they want, but it's October. When are we getting Luigi's Mansion on the GameCube? When's that coming out? You always laugh at me when I ask. I think it's a reasonable thing to
It's
ask.
funny because like we're talking about Super Nintendo games, and you're like, yeah, but what about Luigi's Mansion?
I don't see why that wouldn't be related some way. They're both like the past, the games from the past that Nintendo puts on.
Yeah, they are. I agree, and you're right. Like they're legacy collections of games, sure, but you know, it's just funny because this collection of Super Nintendo games has nothing to do with horror or Halloween or anything. So Nintendo clearly doesn't care about it. And you're like, where's Luigi's Mansion? So I don't know. I don't know when the next drop of. We know Luigi's Mansion is coming. We just don't know when the next drop of GameCube games will be.
They were just waiting for the mouse gimmick on this, right? There's no other reason that this needed to take this long to get here. You can use the thumbstick to direct the character.
You can't. No, the game is made to be played with the mouse on the Super Nintendo. So unless they remade the controls, then that's why it hasn't gotten localized.
They've had plenty of time to do that if they wanted to, right? Like,
yeah, but why would they? They're not going to put a team on that to just.
I mean, you still have to code it for it to interact with the the Joy-Con mouse control too, right?
I'm sure there are some lines of code to teach the emulator to recognize the Joy-Con 2 and the USB mouse on your Switch as a mouse, but outside of that, there's nothing else. It's like these things are mice. The end, yeah. Whereas if you were like the thumbstick is a mouse, then you have to completely redo everything. Like it controls differently.
I'm curious. Let's get these coders out here to talk about it.
It doesn't. I don't know why Nintendo would ever like say like we got to get Mario and Wario out on this collection. Let's get a team of 3 developers on it to redo the controls to make sure it works with a thumbstick. Like I don't know why they would do that because it's not like they're going to sell the game either. It's part of the collection too. They don't even. If they were selling it individually, I still think it's a crazy idea. But yeah, they're just like, we'll eventually get around to mouse stuff. And then when we do, we'll put it out there.
Sorry to interrupt.
So as far as Super Nintendo games that use the mouse, I don't know what else there is. Mario Paint in this one. And I think there's another one, but whatever. Tendonin says Mario and Wario. Okay, that's a sweet addition. There's been a mystique around that game since that one reference in Pokemon Red and Blue. Is Bubsy still ironically funny at this point? And Fatal Fury Special is also there. Is Bubsy still ironically funny? Great question. Because I never thought he was funny or ironically funny, so I don't know. And then Bubsy 4D is going to come out and ruin it because it's supposed to be legit funny. So I don't know. I don't know. Bubsy's going through a whole... re-envisioning, reimagining.
Does he fall into the category of like the wise talking platformers like
Yes.
Gex or
it's exactly
there's
where
like
he
a couple,
is.
aren't there? There's a couple
There's
others.
Gex and there's Bubsy, and those are the 2 that come to mind.
Conquer maybe is
Conquer, but
it's a little different.
Conquer's so Bubsy and Gex are like what's the word? Like pop culture references over and over and over and over again. Conquer, there were levels where like there's a Matrix inspired level and stuff like that, but Conquer wasn't like throwing out one-liners based on like Conquer was written to be funny, not referential funny. Outside of the Matrix, I'm sure there's some other parody in there, but like Gex and Bubsy are parody games. Like they are made to be parody. James Pond is a parody game, but Conquer may have just had a Matrix reference and then that's it. Like there may be a couple other references in there, but it's not the same kind of thing. Like Conquer was written as a comedy. I guess the other ones were written to be funny too, but they're all referential comedy. And call me crazy, but they weren't. I laughed at a couple lines in Gex, sure, because you throw everything at the wall and a couple are going to stick. But
yeah, 30 years down the line, it's like these didn't hold up.
Yeah,
if they were ever good, indeed.
And the funny thing is like back then, there weren't too many like adults playing games. So it's like there were adults playing games, but like mascot platformers are going to be played by kids and they're making all these like references and the little kids playing. They're like, who are they talking about? What does
I love that
mean?
kind of stuff. Plus it's like at the time it was probably just cool that you had a voice in a game. So you were probably just like, oh my God, did you hear what that that lizard said?
Exactly. I mean, I remember thinking that back in the day. Yeah. When you had those games came out and I was like, so much voice dialogue, and it was cool to hear them talking about things that existed at that time. Yeah, but
that's funny.
Yeah, it doesn't platforming wise, the mechanics on that, it could stand the test of time, but like comedy wise and writing wise, no, I don't. We could all. That's a great video for Patreon. We'll replay the original Gex and see if the jokes hold up.
Yeah, strictly for the comedy.
That's right. That would actually be a lot of fun.
That would be fun.
That would be fun. I imagine there would be some in there that we'd still laugh at. Nicky, you look like you were meticulously poring over something. You want to bring up something?
Let's have a little fun.
No. Mole Mania, was that something you were supposed to say?
Yes, Mole Mania. Let me say it very quickly. Thank you for reminding me. You mentioned Mole Mania. Mole Mania just got an unofficial mod. So there's like Tetris DX and Super Mario Brothers Deluxe, which were Game Boy Color remakes of those games. So you play Tetris in color or Super Mario, the original Super Mario Brothers in color on the Game Boy Color. So a couple fans did Mole Mania DX, and they made the game in color for the Game Boy Color, which can be played on actual hardware or an emulator. Looks really nice. I put up a post about it because it's cool to see that, but it is not an official product. So I'm not telling you what to do with it. I'm sure Nintendo will yank it if they haven't already pulled it from online, but I thought it was a cool project to see. So we put out the trailer, and I was like, Nintendo is going to go after this, but it's out there, and maybe you played it, because I think if you haven't played Mole Mania, you should play Mole Mania. Now, whether you do that legally or illegally, that's up to you. I'm not telling you what to do there, but it's a great game. We don't need to do that because we talked about that. And this might be updated by Quince. It is. Yeah, so we don't need to do that. All right, MomBrain.
Baby in this cartoon, Peach, before
This
she
does
got
not have any Mario ties, no.
we don't know. We know for sure.
Yes.
Okay.
MomBrain, hit my music, please. I got sweet releases to talk about. This is North America. What do we got this week? Let me tell you. On the Switch 2 specifically, Arcade Archives 2 GB. Disgaea 7 Complete. That is Disgaea 7 with all the extra bells and whistles on the Switch 2. Yeah, I'm waiting for him to do it.
No, go continue, please.
Little Nightmares 3, Nicky Hill.
Yeah.
You're a fan of that franchise.
Yeah, I played the first one on the PlayStation 4, and I downloaded the second one. Haven't played it. And then I saw the third one. Haven't bought it. And if I bought it, you can bet your arse I won't play it. I'm just gonna buy it. I like to.
He's a supporter.
Yeah. Hey,
Well,
if I
hey,
didn't
that's
support
nice.
the second one, they wouldn't have made the third, probably, right? Probably.
Probably not.
So Little Nightmares 3 is on the original Switch and the Switch 2. There is a specific Switch 2 edition, just so you know that. So a dish, as they call it. And then also only on Switch 2 is Yuka Replayly. The
Yuka
remake
Replay.
of Yuka Laylee.
Oh.
With extra bells and whistles, completely overhauled graphics and all that stuff. And I hear it is, based on the reviews, the version of the game that it should have always been. It seems all reviewers are in agreement that this is the way the game should have originally been, and has realized what the team originally set out to do. So
I could replay Lee?
yes, and for you it would be the first time, but it's still called Replay.
I did play
Did you
the
play
original
Ukulele?
ukulele? I played the original on
Okay.
the Wii U.
Did it come out on the Wii U?
And I never finished it. But I could replay Lee. You could replay Lee.
Nice.
Thought he was gonna get
We
back
can
to me.
all replay Lee.
Just
We could replay Lee.
We want to replay
yeah,
Lee.
it didn't come out on the Wii U. I was making sure of that. I knew it was supposed to, and it got canceled.
Ukulele?
Yeah.
The first one?
Yeah, I'm looking at like 4 different things about it right now. It officially did not come to the Wii U. It was supposed to, and they canceled it
Well, that's awkward because I played it.
on Switch.
When did the Switch come out? 2016?
8 years ago.
Yeah.
2016?
I don't know.
Yeah,
I'm not
sure.
8 years ago.
I guess it was on the Switch. Wow.
That's why I double checked.
Yeah. I stand corrected as always. I am wrong.
Wii U version of Ukulele canceled at the last minute back in 2016.
Must be. I was in that other universe at the time.
A Mandela effect.
Yeah. Before things
Uh,
converged. Before the convergence.
Moving on. Here's what's on Switch: Absalom, and then there was No Light, Arcade Archives GB, Axo Bubble, Ball Pit. Oh, thank you. Ball Pit.
Ball Pit?
You mother fudgers. It's a Devolver Digital release, which is a chef's kiss company. Ball Pit, Ball Pit, Ball Pit, Ball Pit, Ball Pit. Go pay attention to Ball Pit. It's going to be a big one. And Ball Pit is getting a Switch 2 edition sometime in fall. What?
Baltit?
Oh, he said it.
Ball Pit is getting a Switch 2 edition sometime in the fall. The Switch version comes out October 15th this coming week. That will play on Switch 2 as well. But pay attention to it. If you're not too busy paying attention to Barbie Horse Trails, which I've been asked multiple times to
Barbie
review, but I have
Snail
declined.
Trails.
Oh. Battle Puzzles 2048 Wicked Witches, Bike Runner, Bye Sweet Carol, as in goodbye, Cats and Seek Kyoto, Codebreakers 2, Colorizing Collection 1, Crosspix 4, the PC 8801 version of Haya no Fuin, Evo Pop, Find a Difference, Spot It, Flower Spinner Puzzle, Formula Auto Sport Racing, Infernitos, Fiery Dishes. I believe that's what's causing your problem. Just Place Brain Training, One Shot. Kotanak, Lapin, which is about rabbits. Little Nightmares 3, the Switch version. Lost Eidolons, Veil of the Witch. Meganoid Chronicles. Neffy, Moonlight Labyrinth X. Next of Kin, Fidelity. Nora in Search of Hidden Ingredients. Object Factory. Rise Eterna 2. Ropoco. RPS Hunger. Scourge Hive. Does that name ring a bell, Nicky? Yeah. It was on the GBA and the DS. It has been revived for the Switch. I really like that game. I remember liking that a lot. Snoopy and the Great Mystery Club. Spindle. Survival Zombie. Tameshi. We Were Here Together. And finally, Ease versus Trails in the Sky Alternative Saga. Human Fart has a comment, and they say, because it's what the people want, what's coming out, Nicky? Josh, if you would please.
What are the next European masterpieces? Let's find out with Nicky's sweet release.
The children yearn for the mines, and the listeners yearn for the Nicky Hill.
And the Romy Cowboy urines.
Actually, I'm okay this time. I only had this.
I didn't say anything.
I was thinking about it because I could, but I'm okay. I'm
Do
okay.
you need to go?
No, I'm okay.
Okay, let's
Wow.
do this. We're not European, but hey, Switch owners in European. Never mind, I can't. I didn't think this through. European Switch owners and Switch 2 Switch 2 owners.
Doing it as only Nicky Hill can.
Games are coming to you this week, the week of October 9th, the year of our Lord 2025. Let's find out what those games are. Disgaea 7 complete. This is for Switch 2. Switch 2 only?
You got it.
I
Disgaea
believe it's
7.
Switch 2 and Wii U. I think is what I heard.
Oh, wow.
Oh,
Wow. Old Nicky Hill
Check
zinger.
And Mage.
Yeah.
Got me.
We'll leave it at that.
Yeah, it was 2017 I bought that. I look back. Disgaea 7 complete. Little Nightmares or 3.
I knew.
And Yuka Replay.
Yeah, that's my mistake. Should be an L there.
Oh,
Replay Lee.
Replay Lee. Yuka Replay Lee.
Dude, how do you feel about that name? I meant to ask that.
I've always hated that name,
Okay.
but
Yuka Replay Lee?
the Yuka games I've always hated the names
Okay.
of. This one's maybe the worst one to me. But I'm
Yuka
just,
Replay Lee is not fun to say, in my opinion. Ukulele, I like because obviously Banjo-Kazooie instruments makes perfect sense to me. I enjoy that, but I can see someone not liking that name.
My biggest thing was, I guess one of the characters was Yuka, I guess, right?
And one is Laylee.
And Yuka is like a potato family starchy food, and I just got the two confused. all the time.
How do you feel about the name Banjo-Kazooie?
You know, it doesn't bother me as much, probably because it's just been around forever.
I was
But
seeing if it held true with
but
the,
yeah,
the
like
rule,
if I had heard it today for the first time, I'd probably think it was awful.
There's a universe out there where ukulele was first and Banjo-Kazooie came second, and you'd be like, I don't like that Banjo-Kazooie. Banjo-Kazooie. Nicky Hill, what's coming out?
Well, those were all for Switch 2, dedicated Switch 2, I suppose. The rest are for Switch or
This is
Switch 2
correct.
if you have it. Play them if you got them. Absolum.
You added in a letter there.
Absalom.
There you go.
Now it's a boring title. Absolum. And then there was no light. A wild last boss appeared. Black-winged survivor. Axobubble.
Wing Survivor.
Battle puzzle
Don't.
2048.
eliminated.
Wicked Witches. Battlesuit Aces. Body Cam Shooter 2025. Oh, yeah, that's whew.
What it sounds like.
By Sweet Carol. Carlos the Taco.
That's nice.
Castle Crumble. Castle of the Heart Retold.
No, the.
Castle of Heart Retold.
There you go.
Castle of Heart, the Retold. No, I'm just kidding. Cats and Seek, Kyoto. Color Breakers 2. Color Breakers.
Oh, that's good. If only we had that on the soundboard.
Colorizing Collection 1. Oh, Collection 1. Colorizing Collection 1. Thank you.
There we go.
Oh, you like P-Cross? Well, how about Cross Pix 4?
Probably is a P-Cross clone. Yeah, I'll do some research on that.
Dawn Folk.
Heard great things about that.
PC 8801 version of Hey Hajia no Fuin. Okay.
Hey, fun. I knew you'd like that.
Yeah, it's
Thank
Picross.
It is Picross.
Yes.
Oh,
$3.
but it's a Picross kind of clone.
Yeah, anybody can make
Oh, gotcha.
Sudoku.
Okay, yeah.
Or Sudoku, as everybody's parent says.
Find the Difference. Spot It. Flight Simulator 2025. Flower Spinner Puzzle. Formula Auto Sport Racing. Garden of the Greek Goddesses. Aphrodite. Artemis? Is that how you say that? And Athena. Love Story.
Holy cow, that sounds racy.
Hot.
Garden of the Greek Gods. Zeus, Poseidon, and Hades. Love Story. Hydraulic Press. Is that just like a game version of those videos on social media where like
I
you
will
just
look into it.
Hydraulic press.
hydraulic?
There was
Welcome
a
to the
guy,
hydraulic
yeah,
press
who's
channel.
doing hydraulic presses.
Just Place Brain Training One Shot.
Dr. Kawashige.
Yeah. Korean Drone Flying Tour and Anmyeon Temple. It really is hydraulic press.
Hydraulic
Just throw
press,
it in there.
Kawashima.
And
Kawashima. I was going to say that.
Sorry.
Lappin. Little Nightmares 3. Lost Eidolons. Veil of the Witch. Eidolons. Lost in Fantaland.
Alabama land.
Meganoid Chronicles. Mist House. Mystic Pathways. Crystal Quest. Neffy. Moonlight Labyrinth X. Nora in Search of Hidden Ingredients.
I mean, okay.
It's like
Does not like it.
I just like if I told you my real thoughts, I'd be stopping you on every single one. So I don't know why that one.
Get ready for episode 1000, everybody, because that is what we are doing.
Well, it's not even that big of a deal. It's just like, I don't know. Maybe it's just not for me. I'm sure somebody would like to look for secret ingredients as Nora.
well, I don't
the
know
eponymous
if Nora,
Nora.
wants to look for
and you
them,
don't.
but
You
she's
get so
forced
mad
to.
about the title, and you don't even get it right. It's hidden ingredients, not secret ingredients.
Okay, I guess that's why.
I get the impression that she doesn't want to be searching for them, but she needs to.
Well, now I gotta go.
Peak
look up this
Climb. Rise Eterna 2. Ropoco for Nintendo Switch.
Shijo.
Scourge Hive. Saldner X. Himol
I mean,
Sturmer.
the cat jumped across your keyboard when you typed that one out. Come on. Holmder? Scoldner? Soldner? Soldner.
Guys,
X.
there's such a language as German.
Oh, I didn't realize it was another language.
Sturmer. Sonic Wings Reunion. And that's not Sonic the Hedgehog?
Nope. Sonic Wings is a flying franchise.
Sonic Wings. Sonic Wings. Super Mining
Sky
Max.
Chase Zone.
Survival Zombie. Tameshi. We Were Here Together. Wild West Shooter. Wukong Black Legend. And Xenotilt Hostile Pinball Action.
Look up that one, baby, because that looks awesome. It's like those TurboGrafx 16 puzzle games, or pinball games, which were so damn cool.
And Steister says, long after GoNintendo Podcast ends, the feelings that Nicky's sweet releases gave
Wow.
us will remain. Well, thank you so much,
Wow.
Steister. Oh, and thank you, NicoDarunia, who says, that's right, Steister. It's everlasting sweetness. We got two comments on that one.
For the sake of clarity, expelled from the Magical Academy, Nora must now learn not only about her grandma's past, but also about the magic hidden deep within. Help her out and play this enchanting hybrid of visual novel and hidden object game. Care to take back that no, MomBrain? That's your jam.
That's a good question.
Yeah, that's what I thought. It certainly looks like your kind of game to me. Searcher Finder games, as another friend would say.
Mhm.
And that's what Nora's all about. I like a good hidden object game. Those were fun. I mean, come on, we all liked our in the highlights magazines where it's like, what's the difference between the two pictures and all that. We all did that. Well, now you can play it in a game called Nora in Search of Hidden Ingredients, and it is just $8. That's all it is. $8. Let's see. The reviews are wow, only 11 reviews. Not a lot of people know about this one, but 100% of the reviews are positive.
Wow.
These 11 people got what they wanted. Nice idea to combine a hidden object game with a visual novel. Okay, they liked it. Played through the story. It's pretty cute. There you go.
Okay. All right.
Difficulty is a bit on the easier side, but that was okay. I recommend this game for people who don't mind something childlike with quite a simple storyline and very basic hidden object mechanics. There you go. People like it. Fun game. Put a solid 3 hours into it. Nora was a sweetheart.
I mean, Rami, you are a cozy gamer, so I feel like that might be a
It's
cozy
so
game.
far up in the Discord. I'll get to it again. Well, I could find it. MomBrain.
I didn't play anything, but thanks for asking.
Nikki Hill, what did you play?
I yield my time to do. Because I didn't play.
Sorry, are you saying you didn't play anything? Wow.
I'm
Well-
the world's best singer.
Deux, I'm going to interrupt you soon, but what did you play?
Played some Animal Crossing New Horizons. It's now October, so the pumpkins are out and about. And played some Fortnite. Fortnite just came out with the Fortnitemares this week. So Chainsaw's back, and Ghostface is here, and it's a lot of fun. Haven't found a cemetery yet, but we're still looking. The brooms are back, so lots of travel options here. Yeah, Fortnite's been fun. In a couple of days, the mystery machine from Scooby-Doo is going to be in the shop.
It's true.
So I don't know. I'm thinking I've been on the lookout for an Olive Garden style car, which I guess for the people who don't play Fortnite with us, that means a 4-seater. And yeah, I don't know. I'm thinking depending how many V-Bucks it costs, I might go mystery machine. We'll see. I have a feeling it's
We
going to be
regretted
expensive.
not going Turtle Wagon when it was around. So
Yeah, I mean, I've spent money on dumber things in Fortnite for sure. So
we all have.
So who knows? Who cares? And lastly, I've been playing quite a bit of Hades 2.
There you go.
I'm a
Nice.
cozy gamer.
Oh, okay.
I'm a cozy gamer.
I'm a cozy gamer.
I'm a cozy gamer.
I'm
Man,
a
that is
cozy
good.
gamer.
Okay.
I'm the star of the show.
Okay, Josh, it's all yours.
But yeah, I really like Hades 2. It's beautiful. The music and the voice acting and the just the artwork and how smooth it runs and how all of its kind of how all of its elements work together. It's just really, really fun, and it's addictive because every time I feel like after every run, you've got things to upgrade, you've gotten more resources, there's different things to expand, different weapons to unlock, different like kind of tiers within the weapons to change them. Each weapon has like 3 different ways to play, and you have to unlock those upgrades. And you've got familiars, so there's like 4 or 5 different animals that you can upgrade and that follow you around. And so there's like a ton there, and the more you play, the more addictive I feel it is, just because you get more powerful each time. You get stronger and stronger, and a lot of times, you know, you're suffering for the first half of your playthroughs with these games because you're just starting out and you're getting the feel for it. But after a while, you kind of level up to a point where, you know, you feel really confident. It's a lot of fun. You start to see a lot of the more higher powered boons that you can get. And yeah, I don't know. I'm having a lot of fun with it. I actually just today, I guess the one thing I guess I could criticize about it, and it's not even that big of a criticism, would be when does the game end? Because I've beaten, the boss, but that's not necessarily the point. Like, you have to keep playing and I guess keep beating him. And then once you beat him, they open up an overworld area that's about just as big, about 4 levels with another boss. And I just beat that today for the first time. And thank you very much. So I could technically call it right now and be like, I've beaten the game, but they send you back and you can keep doing it and keep leveling things up. And there still are little story bits that get kind of drip fed to you. So, I'm into it. I'm still playing it and still enjoying it, but there's going to be a time where I'm going to be done with the gameplay. And I don't know if I'm going to see all the story by then, And I think
time to go online.
Yeah, a similar thing happened in the first Hades. And look, it's not like the story in Hades is the biggest thing ever. I mean, it's not that big of a deal, but it does kind of pull you through. And there is a staggering amount of voice acting and dialogue. Even after 30 hours in this game, there's still a bunch of stuff. So, yeah, I just unlocked the musician at your crossroads. So that's basically the hub world where you hang out in between fights. And so I'm spending all my ghost spirits on songs.
Yeah.
And I bought the Narcissus song immediately. And then a couple other songs are really good too. But yeah, I mean, amazing presentation. If you liked Hades 1, you'll love this. If you're interested at all in roguelites or roguelikes, you can't really do much better than this. It plays so well and so smooth. And it's just one of those things where, all those games are kind of like that for me, where you have to give it a couple of hours and level up, and you do a couple of crappy runs before you start feeling confident. But it's that kind of progress that really helps make it addictive. So I've been really enjoying Hades 2, really, really loving it. And it's beautiful. And when I get up to turn the game off, I have to get really close to my television. And the artwork is beautiful in that game. It is really
nice.
Really,
That's
really
great.
It's
art style.
colorful. It looks beautiful. It runs smooth as silk. It's really, really a lot of fun and really great. And it's funny too. There's a lot of funny, a lot of funny lines, a lot of funny characters. So absolutely loving my time with Hades 2. Was there something you wanted to mention about Hades 2?
I got this person's email I can read.
But yeah, that was all I was going to say about that before handing it over to you.
All right, then this email comes from Casper, or Caspar, I don't remember, but that's our voice actor friend. They said, a quick note for Deux if he's still playing, or for listeners who are struggling with finding their weapon of choice. I had a similar issue for the first 20 runs or so and want to share which weapons finally clicked and became my favorite. My absolute favorite is the Argent Skull aspect of Medea, upgraded to rank 5, which does plus 90% attack and special damage. The key to this aspect is to essentially constantly regular attack and regular special in succession, and you can do a sliding motion from Y to X, and you keep attacking the enemy in quick succession like that while repositioning. No Omega attacks needed. Best boons are Hera on attack, and go around the room doling it out. Zeus on special for Blitz. They recommend to have Origination Tarot card activated, which adds 50% damage for 2 curses. Best hammer boon is Mega Driver. Other early weapons aspects that are fantastic and easy to use and upgrade are aspect of Melanoid's Witch's Staff, focusing on using Omega Special with Apollo Special with a good magic regen boon. An aspect of Mel Umbra Flames, Hera on attack, and her Born gain magic regen. Ocean Swell from Poseidon and Hera Fine Line. Focus on pressing down the attack button and simply dashing out of danger. Think of it like a shmup. It's simple and fun and teaches you to focus on dashing out of danger. My best to MomBrain, Nicky, Deux, and myself. Thanks for the wonderful podcast, and don't you dare stop. I won't. I promise I won't. I never will. Never, ever. Thank you for the email, Casper.
Wow. Well, yeah, that was a great breakdown. I think at the time last week I was talking about it, I had just unlocked the skull, and hadn't gotten a chance to use it yet. The skull is one of my favorites. It's very powerful. I like it a lot, and I have since unlocked the black cape or something, whatever the last weapon is, and I like that one a lot too. But for me, it was less. It was more about updating the Arcana cards that you have.
Circana?
No,
Not even this.
but yeah,
MPD is out.
The
and
more-
Circana is in.
the more you play, the more resources you get, and then the more you can upgrade and attach these Arcana cards to yourself, and then you can even upgrade how many cards you can hold. So once you max all of that out and you get all these Arcana cards, they give you, all kinds of different boons just going into the game at all. So that, I think, really helped me get a lot more powerful, and then I started getting into some of the other weapons. And in fact, you unlock this chaos stone. It's like this black stone that lets you do challenges and you get rewards for them. So it's kind of like a little bite-sized version of Hades, which I like in case you don't want to do a full run. And when you do those, it kind of forces you to try out new weapons that you wouldn't necessarily try. And I've been learning a lot about the weapons that I didn't realize before just by trying those challenges. And I've been really appreciating the weapons a lot more than I was. So it just took some time. And there was something, for me personally, because a lot of times, I don't have the patience for this kind of stuff. But for me personally, the Hades gameplay loop is very addictive. I'm always curious what boons I'm going to get this time around. And it's fun to try it out. And then it's fun to get back to your base and see what you can upgrade and all that stuff. So for me, it's just the right amount of Hades. Yeah. So thanks for listening to that twaddle. RMC, what have you been playing?
Thanks for asking. I was playing Fortnite with friends, having a lot of fun. Sadly, the hammer has been sunset again. Vaulted until who knows when, but it was very nice to have it back. As I've said many times, my favorite Fortnite weapon and my favorite weapon in any game, just because it's so great for traversal and attacks, and it just makes me feel amazing. But it is vaulted, but we got the chainsaw, we got the last call, Ghostface from Scream, and there's fun stuff in there, so it's all good. Brooms are back.
So the Ghostface is great because you run faster and you do this great jump lunge with the knife. But the best is probably this, as far as humor, is probably the Scooby snacks, because you eat them, and then when you run, they do the sound effect of the
classic cartoon,
whatever that
noise.
is.
Skedaddle.
Skedaddle noise. Yeah, that's what it is. And other people hear it too. You don't just hear it. So when you run by other people, they will hear your skedaddle noise.
What a sound effect that is, man! Yep. That's as classic as it gets.
You always see the behind the scenes of how they got different sound effects, but how do they get that one? Or the other one that's it's a, you know what I mean? The classic Looney Tunes.
There's so many that I don't know.
No, it's not. I don't think it's a.
Oh no, there you go.
Yeah,
yeah, that kind of stuff.
I can't think of what it is or where it was used. I don't know. I can't think of how it's used to actually do a search for it, but cool story, guys. Keep going.
Am I going now? Yeah, so it's fun, and the Scooby snacks are great. Yeah, definitely. And I like the new areas a lot. There's, a Camp Crystal Lake, basically. And
yeah, that's cool. I like those too.
It's fun. I liked it. I like everything that's there. It's a very enjoyable time. So I played that. I played, I'm forgetting something. I know I'm forgetting something, but I spent most of my time playing Absalom, or Absolium, as Nicky Hill said. I did a review of Absalom this week. It is easily a Game of the Year nominee for me. The game is The game is incredible. I think the game is a beat 'em up roguelike. So we've seen a little bit of that from a game I believe you played, Double Dragon Gaiden, and I don't remember what the subtitle was, but remember that Dragon game we played on Switch where
I
you
remember
got
it.
coins and random. So that was a little bit roguelite, but this is much more traditional roguelite mixed in with beat 'em ups, and it's made by the people who did Streets of Rage 4 and Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Shredder's Revenge and everything, except this is a wholly original IP. And those guys are the absolute kings of beat 'em ups, and somehow they just keep getting better with their beat 'em ups. So the beat 'em up mechanics in this game are top notch. Probably one of the most satisfying, if not the most satisfying beat 'em up I have ever played. The way the moves you get, the way you can move, the fact that they let you bounce enemies off the sides of the screen. So whatever the side of the screen is, if an enemy hits it, they'll bounce back into the playfield, letting you do more combos off of them. It's so satisfying. The sound effects are spot on. Just everything's got a real good punch and emphasis to it. And through the roguelike stuff, as with any roguelike, you're going through the game and you're trying to defeat the final boss all in one run. But as you play through the game, you get temporary upgrades and permanent upgrades to your moveset and your abilities and your health and your power levels and all kinds of stuff. So it's literally the combination of a roguelike and a beat 'em up, and I could not love it more. The stage designs are awesome. There are branching paths in stages. You know how like Hades, there's branching paths, but they really don't mean anything. It's like, do you want this door with this power or this door with this power?
Right.
In this, it's like they take you to completely different areas. It's like you're on a beach and this will take you off to a cave, or you're at a castle and this will take you to the cavern under the castle or on top of the castle wall. Like, you have these branching paths that you can take, which is great because you're playing a roguelike. So you're repeating runs and you're like, oh, next time I'll go this way, or next time I'll go this. And you'll get missions where somebody's like, hey, go this way. And if you go that way next time, then it'll open up another path, or it'll open up a thing that you can do that you couldn't do before. And there's different story bits that you get when you're going through all that. So it keeps it, I felt like, very fresh, like more so than Hades fresh. I thought it's just really cool to have these different areas to explore that have different enemies and different things for you to get, and then open up into different secrets as well. And then you get like a big map screen that you can open up that shows you like dots on the map for where you've been and how they connect up at certain points and then branch out again. And it'll mark off certain things with missions. It'll be like, hey, somebody told you to go here. So if you go here, there'll be something to do. And like Hades, I really do love, but I get tired of the runs pretty often. It's just the game is fun to play, but I'm like, I've done
Nobody
all this
likes
already.
the runs.
And in Absalom, I was like, the fact that there's branching paths and lots of hidden stuff really kept it feeling fresh for me. And then throw in the missions as well, where I felt it was like, you know, actually things to do in the missions or reasons to go or things to explore. I found it really engaging. The enemy designs are awesome. The bosses are really cool. The music, as I think music is such an important part of games in general, as I've said so many times over the years, but in beat 'em ups, I think I've been conditioned by other beat 'em ups where I'm like, so many beat 'em ups have like timeless soundtracks, just like such good music that I expect it from the genre. And when I don't get it, it's a real big detractor. Well, in this game, you get another unbelievably amazing, beautiful, thumping, just it's such an eclectic soundtrack that really heightened the experience. I'm going to go to my review because I know I wrote out the list of composers on this. It has music from the main composer is Gareth Coker, who you guys know because he was the composer on Ori, both Ori games.
Oh, very nice.
Familiar.
Mick Gordon, who did not the latest Doom, but the two Dooms before it, and his music is awesome. Yuka Kitamura, who does music for Dark Souls and Elden Ring. Motoi Sakuraba, who I didn't know the name of, but they've done music for Dark Souls and Mario Golf. And then Rachel Hardy, who did the soundtrack for Stray Gods, which is a musical game. The music here is so good, and it just makes every fight so much more fun. But everything about it, I really, really struggle to say anything bad about this game. I mean, if you don't like roguelike and the fact that like you don't like having to do something in one run, then you just don't like roguelike games, and I guess you wouldn't like this. But somebody left a comment on this review, actually, that it made a lot of sense. Curry left a comment, and they said, I don't understand what a roguelike is. I thought it meant dungeons and permadeath, but now I'm just not sure. I would recommend ignoring anything that says roguelike and just enjoy the game. So far, I've played games that claim to be roguelike, and I just don't see anything different from any other game. Looks like a classic beat 'em up where you have to start again when you die, like from the Super Nintendo era. I'll give this a try. Completely out of my radar. Thanks for the review. They make a great point. Like, there were plenty of beat 'em ups back in the day where you just died and, you know, you maybe had a couple lives or one continue. And if that was over, then you started from the beginning. So if anything, this is better because at least when you do start from the beginning, you are growing power over time. So it's a great way of looking at it. Like I said, I can't give it any higher praise than it is without a doubt in the consideration of game of the year for me. Like, and it makes it very difficult with all the other games I'm thinking about for game of the year because it's so satisfying to play. But I do love beat 'em ups. I know you love beat 'em ups too. Like, it's one of my favorite genres. But this is like finally the evolution of the beat 'em up and like the next step for beat 'em ups. Like, this is the next big thing for beat 'em ups without a doubt. This is the way beat 'em ups should like explore from here on out. Some of these mechanics and elements and bring them together. Like, it is addictive and engaging and enthralling and just so much fun and feels so satisfying. And like I said, the sound effects and the mechanics and the powers and abilities that you get, like you get so many different moves and so many different attacks and so many different abilities and so many different like spells and magic things that you can do. And
When you pick up health, does it go boop whoop?
I don't remember the health noise, so I guess it doesn't have a good one. But health drops are there's food along the way.
Yeah.
So there are, I won't say what foods, but there's multiple foods. You know, I won't say there's foods, but there's also campsites that you stop at along the way that give you health, among other things. You're able to hire companions along the way, where they're like, give me 50 coins, I'll come fight alongside you.
Do you think
It's so great. It's so great.
Do you think coming out so close to Hades 2 is going to be a detriment to this game? I mean, I know they aren't the same game, but there are similarities, and the fact that they came out a week from each other
it will be,
seems like a mistake.
Because it's a roguelike, I think there will be similarities, obviously, because that's the same genre. But I think for people who like roguelikes, it will be fine. Maybe they'll get burnt out on Hades and need a little time away. But I think if you're into roguelikes, you'll be into this. But if you hear roguelike, a lot of people are immediately turned off. So I think that will hurt them. But yeah, I could see there being some burnout for people being like, Hades is my roguelike and that's what I'm going to play. And when I'm done with that, either I'm done or I need a lot
Just
of time.
because it came out so close to each other, because I really want to play Absalom, but I'm kind of in the middle of Hades 2. I'm not ready to stop playing that just yet. And then when I'm finished with it, it's like, do I want to go right into another roguelike?
I think you would, because the main mechanic of this is so different from Hades. Like, Hades feels great to play, but honestly, for me, it's like hands down Absalom, because I love a beat 'em up over.
Yeah, it's not a beat 'em up.
Like, it just feels so much. I feel like I'm doing more
You feel
all
like
the
you're
time.
doing it, whereas,
and it's so satisfying. Like the hits, you know how important I was going to curse, how important that shovel is. Like in Streets of Rage 2, those like cracks of a hit. And like this game feels so good. Like the thuds and bumps and crushes and crashes that you get mixed in with being able to endlessly juggle people in the air.
Yeah.
Like they do a really cool thing where an enemy basically loses their color as they die. And when they are completely a black silhouette, they are dead. But you can still bounce their body around the screen to keep your combo going and get bonuses from your combo. Like you get 600, 700, 800 combos if you keep going, because it's a pretty generous combo counter. It's not like your combo ends and you have 2 seconds to keep it going. You get like a decent amount of time and you get bonuses for that stuff and other things. And it's so good. Like I've spent just time beating the crap out of enemies because it was fun to have them bounce around. And like in Golden Axe, another beat 'em up, there's a little creature that runs around that's got a gold sack that you beat up to steal money out of. Yeah.
I was gonna jokingly say, does it have a little creature to
He's
beat
in there,
up?
yeah. There's a little guy that runs around like
That's
that. Yes.
awesome.
But he's kind of cool Like he'll stay there and hang out, and like he doesn't cause you any trouble until you cause him trouble. Once you beat him, then he like freaks out and goes
That's
all over
funny.
the place. But he'll watch you like hit other enemies. It's also great. You'll happen upon situations where there's like knights guarding a castle, and there's enemies attacking them, and they'll work with you to defeat those enemies. And then some of them will leave you alone after that, and other ones will come in to attack you. So there's situations where you don't have to beat up everybody, and it's just cool how that stuff plays out. But man, is it so good. It's so good. It's so good. It's so good. Take Curry's comment, even if you think you don't like roguelikes or you don't know what a roguelike is, play from that perspective, because this is so good. I played it on Switch 2. There is no Switch 2 version. There's only a Switch version. It ran like a dream. No problems. I didn't even see any slowdown. It's so much fun. You're gonna love it. You're absolutely gonna love it.
I'm sure
I mean, you're
will.
a beat 'em up guy. You're gonna right away. You'll
And
be
I
like, "This is
don't
good."
think I've played a roguelike that I don't like. I mean, I've played, Enter the Gungeon, Vampire Survivors, Hades 1 and 2. I liked all of those.
The roguelike mechanics do so much for a beat 'em up here, because beat 'em ups get more fun the more moves you get, and most beat 'em ups you don't really get new moves. You get what you got in the beginning and maybe a couple more, but this you get like a lot more.
It takes it beyond the arcade style. Just you have one character with one moveset.
And that's the other thing. You unlock other characters as you go along, but it's not like you played this far, you get this so-and-so. You see characters that are part of the story, and as the story progresses, they will join your guild, and then you can, every time when you start a new run, you can pick whoever you want between those, and they all have their own things to level. So everybody, there's multiple reasons to go back in and grow different characters because they have completely different play styles. So, I can't say enough good things about it. I can't think of a bad thing to say. I really got nothing bad to say about it.
And we knew this game was coming out for a while now. Like, people have known about this.
I've known about it. Yeah. When this developer started making beat 'em ups a long time ago, I love beat 'em ups. So anything they do is on my radar. I'm going to follow them to the ends of the earth. They're like a way forward for me. Like, their next beat 'em up after this one is the Marvel one, and impressions of that one have been phenomenal as well. Like, they know how to make a beat 'em up. If you like beat 'em ups, you'd be stupid not to follow what they're doing. Like, I watch everything they're doing, and more often than not, they're doing some sort of beat 'em up. So, and this is bringing together multiple beat 'em up companies. Like, it's .emu, and it's of course, I'm forgetting all the names, but it's like all the people from TMNT and Streets of Rage 4, and I think I wrote everybody's names in here. That seems like something I would do in a review to give them credit. Let me see. Yeah. Whoop. Sorry, Josh, don't want to see anything. Okay, .mu,
What I sound like.
Guard Crush Games, and Super Monks. This is Super Monks' first game, but Guard Crush and .emu or emu have made pretty much every beat 'em up you've seen in the last 5 years. So they know what they're doing. Go play the damn game. It's phenomenal. It's
beat 'em up, baby.
Love it. All right, questions.
Beat up Martha.
Send your questions. Send your questions to GoNinPod.
Where?
GoNinPod@gmail.com.
Maybe I will.
It can be about Nintendo video games in general, or whatever the hell you want. NicoDarunia says, what are some obscure YouTube channels you would recommend? Let's ignore the term obscure, because I know you guys will probably struggle thinking of those. Just what are some YouTube channels you would recommend? Swoop.
I love a good swoop doc.
I don't know that.
She's a girl. She still got blue hair?
It depends. If she's doing on her second channel and she's taking a little dip into the
Are they
cesspool, it's
wigs?
purple. Yeah.
Oh, she does like, I don't want to call them documentaries. It's basically her
believe
looking
she
at the
does.
camera, running you through the story of somebody, and the story's got some sort of interest to it. I don't know what else.
Yeah.
Sure, it's a documentary, but it's like a storyteller documentary.
I also love, I think it's Pushing Up Roses. I believe that's her name. And she does
Yes.
Murder She Wrote.
Oh.
Like, she goes through her like favorite murder she wrote
Yeah.
episodes.
A friend of mine has a film cinema YouTube channel called Cinema Wellness. Like to watch some of his stuff. He does like kind of essay things on like filmmakers and their library of work, I guess, looking at different, their work over the span of time. And he gets into like more specific things. He's doing that Criterion challenge that I mentioned to you, where you watch every week, you watch a different film based on prompts off of the Criterion Collection website.
Thanks. Very cool.
Just to, keep you watching things that are different. So I like him.
Do any YouTube channels?
Yeah, I mean, not really. I'll watch Red Letter Media. They just a couple of guys that like talk about movies and stuff. I've been watching them for a long time. They used to be a lot like snarkier, and over the years they've gotten like a little bit nicer. So I kind of like.
I blocked them a long time ago because of the snarkiness. It's nice to hear they're
like they're. I mean, in my opinion, they're like really trying to not be like that anymore. That and they had the thing. They had the thing where they would review movies and they'd have like a beer in their hands, and it's not like a problem or anything for me, but it was just like it was almost more of a character thing than an actual thing, and they've kind of stopped doing that kind of stuff. Not that offends me at all, but it just like it seems less character and more like these are the real guys now. And so I find some fun with that, but I'm a big movie head, so I like to watch that kind of stuff.
Movie head, tell a movie head.
I'm a big movie head. I can't call it. And then there's this one that if I've got any like Lord of the Rings questions, I follow this channel called Nerd of the Rings, and it's pretty good. He uses a little bit of AI art in it, which I don't care for, but all his information is really interesting if you have any like Lord of the Rings questions. So that actually, when the Rings of Power came out, that YouTube channel was helping me just get to the bottom of all the lore and what it all meant, and it was actually like what strengthened my love of the whole series. I don't care for Rings of Power the show, but if it wasn't for that show, it wouldn't have spurred me on to dive deeper into the lore and like really get into some of the crazy stuff that will never ever be able to be filmed because it's so nuts. But yeah, those are
Stephen
two
Colbert levels of Lord of the Rings appreciation.
Yeah, kind of. He knows his stuff too.
He definitely does.
Dang, Blinded by Daylight. I was gonna say that Blinded by Daylight has a YouTube channel and does like really cool miniatures. We've talked about it on the podcast before.
Go to
but
the Discord for the link.
Yeah, there's some very cool stuff in
or
there.
tell me the channel name.
I believe it's Blinded by Daylight.
Anything else?
No, just Austin. I watch Austin pretty religiously.
I'm scrolling through my subscriptions now just to jog my memory. Austin is the one I stopped on. There's a guy called Ashens who does reviews of like little stupid toys and little like knockoff game systems that he finds at like the local, like dollar store or whatever. I really like him. He's pretty popular. I'm not going to go through all my stuff, but I am going to scroll just to pick out a few. Of course, nothing's coming up. MomBrain will make fun of me. I used to watch that guy who would review the Wolfpack, who would review foods from the dollar store. He'd just like get foods from the freezer section of the dollar store to say, show what they are and say if they were any good. And I just found that interesting because I love like, it's all brands you've never seen or heard of. And you're like, what is this stuff? Is it any good? Can people eat this and live? And that's what he would do and still does. I watch Corridor Crew from time to time. I think they got a little too snarky for my liking with special effects and all that stuff as far as tearing down special effects. But I like their challenges that they do where they make their own videos. Like they'll try and make the most satisfying 3D render or something like that. And I think those are fun. What else do I have? Trying to think of like there's YouTube channels I absolutely love that aren't niche, but they put out videos so infrequently, like H Bomber guy, the one who did the
the
Tommy
Tallarico
Tallarico video.
story.
That guy's videos are so good, but he puts out, if you're lucky, one a year because he puts in so much research. But it's since the Tommy Tallarico one, he hasn't done one. I'm sure he will do another one. They just take a very long time. Dude's Views, of course, on YouTube. Subscribe to that. Did You Know Gaming? I really like because I just like knowing weird, strange, not common knowledge about games.
That's like as close as we can get to like pop fiction these days.
Got it.
You know,
Another world, as I've said many times. If I wasn't doing GoNintendo, I would do something like that. I'd love to take just a lot of time. There's no schedule. Just like, here's the thing about a game. Is it true? Take my time researching it, record footage. Like, as long as there's no time limit, I think that'd be a lot of fun to do. Nicky, you were saying something?
I don't know. Is it DCM Edits or something? Is that
DM Edit.
DM Edit?
DM Edit. That's our buddy who makes trailers. He gets 4K movies, all kinds of movies, but like particularly movies that he feels don't have a good trailer. And he gets these 4K versions and makes trailers. And I mean, I think he's an incredible editor. DM Edit has really turned me on to like a couple old movies just because of his trailers.
Some of the filmmakers of those movies have even responded to him, right, and commented.
He's had at least 2 actual directors of these films like comment. I think William Friedkin, before he passed away, commented on his Sorcerer trailer, which I thought was really cool.
Was that the last thing he actually said before he passed?
It might have been.
I have to get this comment out there.
You know, probably not, because he was such a snarky dude. That guy, he probably wouldn't have gone out on a nice comment.
I follow Freakin' Reviews on YouTube. Freakin' Reviews is a lot of fun. He's another guy that does like as seen on TV products to get them to see if they're any good, and some are good and some are not. Game Sack is a great YouTube channel that I subscribe to.
Sack?
Game Sack, yes.
Oh.
Like a sack of games. They do a video every Saturday night about usually retro stuff in gaming. I'm going to go just a little bit more and then we'll move on.
Oh, I don't even subscribe, but I always got the Criterion Collection, like in the closet videos.
I get them and I also don't subscribe.
Yeah, I always watch them too. They're
pushing
usually
out there.
short little bites.
Yeah, they're not long, and it gives me a little something to think about, movies to add to a list that I won't take the time to watch.
Oh, there's the 8-bit guy. I follow the 8-bit guy. He's a lot of fun for old retro computer things. And then there's what's that guy's name? I can see him. His house burned down not that long ago. He was another old computer guy. What is that guy's name?
Oh, I feel like I remember this.
Guy that I can't believe I can't remember it. LGR is the channel. LGR is a really, really cool, nice guy. Does lots of retro gaming and retro computer stuff. The poor guy's house burned down. Like,
that's a bummer. He probably had like all kinds of old
he
games
lost
and
a
stuff.
ton of stuff, unfortunately.
That's so
he's
sad.
rebuilding what he can, but there's stuff in there that you can't replace.
Unbelievable.
Like, it was
That's
really
so
terrible.
Sad.
Or maybe it wasn't a burn down. Maybe it was a flood. Whatever. There was some force of nature that unfortunately destroyed a lot of what he had collected. Man, terrible, terrible stuff. But he's a great channel. Seems to be a really nice guy. So LGR is a great one to go out on. Go follow LGR. And that's that. Patreon question. MomBrain, did you know that you can join the GoNintendo Patreon?
For $1.
Sergio ALB64 did. Number one Patreon
Dumpkin
fan. Yeah, Dumpkin Spice. That's
okay,
what we usually
all right.
do. Has this question
Where?
on the GoNintendo Patreon. Hi, crew.
Hi.
Hope you're all doing great.
I'm okay.
I wanted to get your thoughts on a gaming experience I'm having. I'm playing, do thoughts on this name, the 100-line Last Defense Academy.
Oh, what are my thoughts? Don't love it. I mean, but that's not a surprise, I guess, at this point.
Yep. It's a visual novel game with a lot of endings and content. I'm at 125 hours of gameplay, and I'm only about halfway done with the game. On one hand, I'm enjoying the ride. The game is fun, and the characters are very endearing and memorable. On the other hand, I've been playing this since April. It marked my transition from Switch to Switch 2, but because of it, I'm not playing anything else, including Switch 2 games. But I've also been spending more time playing my Switch 2, even if it's just on this game. So why do I feel bad? I feel like I'm neglecting the Switch 2, but I'm really not, because I'm playing a lot of Switch 1 games on it. Anyway, I wanted to know if you had this feeling before and what game gave you that feeling. Maybe a game that took you a long time to finish while your backlog was growing, or a game that you keep going back to instead of playing more recent games. Thanks and stay awesome. I mean, you're talking about Hades right now, and you're like, am I done? Should I be done? Is it time to go?
Yeah, I mean, because you played as much as you played, beat, the boss, and you were done.
Yeah.
But like you could totally keep playing, and there's more to kind of glean from it or find rewarding if you were into it. And that's the same with me. Like even at the point of the game that I'm at, I could keep playing a couple more runs because I've earned all these power-ups, and now it's like I want to play with them. So I'm probably still looking at like another week of playing the game until I get all played out.
Yeah. I don't think you should feel bad, but I know that feeling. I know what you're talking about. Yeah, you get a new system and you're like, I'm playing these old games. But I think new system spurs on for a lot of people the desire to like get into your backlog before the new one comes out. And you're like, let me crank out these old games before the new system comes out, and then a new one comes out. And if it's backwards compatible, you're like, well, let me get these out of the way. And then, yeah, I think that happens to a lot of people. I mean, I've done it. I think we all do it, really. If you got if you're a gamer, you got a backlog. So I think we all do it. So I wouldn't feel bad about it. But I get what you're saying. You're like, I've been playing this since April. I got a Switch 2, and I'm playing the Switch 2, and that's how I'm playing this game. But I'm playing Switch 1 games. I got to get on Switch 2 games. It's, some weirdness inside all of us that doesn't make any sense and doesn't have an explanation. And there's no like right, wrong, anything to it. It's just the way that we feel and the way our brains work. So if you're playing something and you're having fun, I really think that's all that matters. And yeah, with something like the 100 line, you have literally over 100 different endings. So
100 limes?
no, sorry, George, 100 line. 100 line.
Oh, like cocaine. Okay.
No, George, not cocaine. No.
Oh, well, no, Uncle Giuseppe's going to be really upset.
I know that game has a whole bunch of endings to it, over 100, I believe. And it's a visual novel. But I've heard stellar things about it. And if you're liking the characters and liking the stories, then yeah, of course you want to keep going. So
100 limes resist?
100, the 100 line Last Defense Academy, George.
Oh, never. Good night.
So, yeah, keep playing through. That's a game I have wanted to play, but I passed the review to somebody else because I was like, I don't have the time or the lime to play this. But I would love to get to it. But that's another one where I know I'd fire it up and I'd be the same case as you. It'd be like 5-6 months go by and I'm like, I'm still just playing this game. So I know what you mean.
100 limes by 8 o'clock in the morning.
Are you crapping your brains out, George? George, are you with us?
Sorry, got lime on the brain.
Lyme poisoning? George, do you have Lyme poisoning?
I've got Lyme disease.
So, yes, get the feeling and understand what you're saying, but just enjoy what you're playing, no matter where you're playing it. That's all that matters. Don't feel bad. And I know it's very easy to say don't feel bad, but, we all feel bad about that. I get it. I don't know what it is. I can't explain it, and I don't think anybody can, and it's going to be, I would argue, pretty much impossible to get rid of that feeling. But as long as you're enjoying the game you're playing, then I'd focus on that. But now let us focus on music. Send your music to GoNintPod@gmail.com.
Where?
GoNintPod@gmail.com.
Maybe I will.
Put music in the title. Help out your local mom brain.
I got music. You want to hear it? You want to hear it? Oh.
Nothing from you?
What? Music? Hooray.
Is that what he sounds
Wow.
like?
Is that what I sound? I don't say it every time, do I?
I guess
The
not.
soundbite
clearly.
of you does.
Sorry, just a little
Keeping it
distracted.
fresh.
We got 10 out of 10
All right.
last week. I don't think it's happening this time.
All right, well, then we'll start with a song from Wired.
Lime
Sound like
wire.
you took up a little bit of George's cadence there, MomBrain. Oh, I know this. But why do I know it?
Oh, this was like Homecoming, I think, right?
Homecoming 99.
It's going to really bother me because I know I've listened to this.
You know it.
It's from a game I know.
I know you've guessed songs from this game before.
Super Mario Galaxy.
It's a Super
No.
Nintendo.
It is.
Yeah, it's that guy again.
Ooh, Theremin?
Is it a licensed game?
I don't think so.
Oh. Is it Plock?
Yes.
There we
Of
go.
course it is. Obviously, it would be.
Clock.
Why wouldn't it be Plock?
Nope. Plock.
Plock.
P-L-O-K. Plock, 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 plock.
This one's from Geku Kitsune.
So it's a wrestling game,
It is.
and it's on the Game Boy or Game Boy Color.
Game Boy Color.
WWF.
What's
Attitude.
Is this Razor Remote?
No, this is The Rock.
Oh, this is the Rock song. Yeah.
Wow.
I don't know. It's WWF Attitude.
No.
WWF Raw is
This is
War.
awesome.
WWF. I don't know the names of those games. I still think I should
I
get
mean,
it.
yeah, I think you do. WWF Betrayal.
Yeah.
Mm.
I want to say
Betrayal.
Way Forward made those games back in the day.
The Rock says. The Rock says. Know your role.
That was from Geku Kitsune, by the way. This one is from Mikey3319.
I recognize this.
Oh, that sounds familiar. Oh, wait a second.
This is Game Boy? Game Boy Color?
Game Boy Color.
I have no idea, but it sounds very familiar to me.
You probably played it.
I don't know if I played it because I don't have Game Boy Color. Unless it's something off of the online, which I can't even tell you what I played. Wario?
No.
Yoshi?
I got no idea what this is, but it
something.
sounds familiar for some reason.
It has to be on the Game Boy or Game Boy Color thing on the Switch.
For you to have played it.
Yeah. Is it Donkey Kong, Mario and Donkey Kong?
It is
This
not
doesn't
first
sound
party.
first party. Yeah. I don't know. I'm gonna guess it's licensed, but that doesn't
It
mean
is.
anything on Game Boy Color. It's
I mean, it
everything
sounds
is
very
licensed.
familiar, but I can't.
I got nothing.
I'm out.
Darkwing Duck. Is it in a realm of that nature? Not even close.
It's a cartoon.
A more adult.
Yeah, I'd say so.
Oh well, now it's got to be The Simpsons then.
Yeah.
No.
I'm not giving us a point for that one. I'm not giving us a point.
Why should we get a point for getting it right?
It's
We
well,
got there.
name another adult game, like adult cartoon that got a game on the Game Boy Color. Like there aren't.
Howard
any.
the Duck?
Yeah, see, like exactly. There's nothing
I
else to
still
go
don't
with.
understand. You still got there.
Yeah. I'm calling it a point. And I'm in
Okay.
charge.
It's
The
a point.
Simpsons Night
That's
of the
like
Living
saying,
Treehouse of Horror.
Oh, this is a Super Nintendo game, and she's like, "Yeah,
But
it
the
is." And it's
clue
like, "Well,
she-
don't give it to us."
No,
'cause-
the clue she gave us is like there's only one answer. What else are you going to go with besides Simpsons? There's no other adult cartoon that would get a Game Boy Color game. Name one.
But isn't it like a 20 question? Do asked, and she confirmed.
Tony De La Mancha, it is
Yes,
possible. This was played
but
4 weeks
like
ago.
Super Nintendo is a
It's possible.
platform.
I don't know. I
This
thought it
one
was
comes
like-
from Knock
we have
on
the point.
Wood.
We have the point. Didn't you just say this earlier?
Yep.
Galaxy? Super Mario Galaxy? Oh. 2?
Yep.
There you go.
She leaned in and hinted that I had to say more. Do I get
no
the point for that?
Nah, that's it. We're
Oh
done.
my God!
Go
Come on.
home.
Are we going to pretend these are the same here?
All right.
Technically, it's
Pardon my
from Super
sniffle
Mario
just
64,
then.
but that's the
This was
Galaxy
Super Mario
version.
Galaxy 2 from Knock on Wood.
We're
This
still
one
on-
comes from NicoDarunia.
I'm out.
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't think anybody played this.
Some stinky bass in there. It's not bad. It's not that bad.
I don't know.
Are we?
Yeah.
thrown in the towel.
Yeah.
I'm so sorry. It is Pokemon Scarlet and Violet.
Oh,
Does it
I
say
should
who
have
did it?
known.
Can you go to the description, please?
They've done it now.
We did not get there. Oh man.
I know Toby Fox did music for that game. I don't know if he did that one. I was getting some kind of vibes, but I
Of
didn't get it.
Deltarune fame?
Sweet Toby.
This one's from Tentavision.
It's true. The soul still burns. It's Soul Calibur something.
Yeah,
It's Nintendo, so it's 2.
that's correct.
Soul
That
Calibur.
made sense the more I thought about it.
Curse of the Black Pearl.
Soul
I know,
Calibur
that's
2
what I was
on the
thinking.
GameCube.
You, Michael Bolton.
Played 1 and 2 a lot.
This is the turn.
Those
This
are
one
bedroom
comes
memories.
from our friend Sneaker Hacks.
Wow, I mentioned this game multiple times today. I'll let it go because there should be something that'll tell you what it is.
Mario Kart World.
Ooh, Sonic.
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
There
This
you
guy got
go.
it. Yeah, Shredder's Revenge.
Shredder's Revenge.
Well played. And that was from Sneaker Hacks.
Wow.
This one's from Joe Shabadoo.
I can officially say I have never heard this in my life. I like it. This is good stuff.
Yeah.
I know it's not, but something about it makes me think of Trauma Center.
No.
I got no guess at all. I literally do not know.
I don't know.
I'm out.
All right, that's 3 out. This is Nidhogg 2
Oh, yes.
on the Switch from Joe
Sword-
Shabadoo.
The sword guys.
Mm-hmm.
You talked to Rami Cowboy recently? Man, that guy's a real nidhogg.
This
I don't know
one
what that
comes
means,
from
but-
PT.
Okay.
I don't mean that personally. It's just like it's the first.
Animal Crossing. New Horizons.
3 a.m.
Yeah, oh yeah. It's a. You start to think you're crazy because it's 3 a.m. and you're playing Animal Crossing, and then this song comes on, and you're like, "What's going on here?"
It's great.
You know, the guy made 24 songs, and they were just like, "Put this one at 3 a.m." No one's
This
like,
was the 24th one.
statistically, no one's playing at 3 a.m.
And then there's people who only ever heard these songs. That's why I
It
have
grows
trouble
on you
playing.
though. It's pretty good
Oh,
for
I
being
like it.
so weird.
But that's why I had trouble playing Animal Crossing because the time when I had to play was like when everything is closed.
Yeah.
What am I gonna do? What am I gonna do?
All right, we got one song left from Blood Ocean 07.
This sounds familiar.
I think it would sound familiar to you, too. Pretty sure.
Did you talk about this earlier?
I don't know.
Did he?
Oh, you're at some sort of spooky
Is it
circus
Mario
or
Kart
something.
World?
It's not.
It doesn't sound like first party to me.
It's Halloween.
It's
Destination.
too. I'm
not.
sorry. It sounds too stupid. I don't know how else to say it. I'm sorry.
Silly?
But silly's not right. What's got a carnival or a haunted house or a...
And I should know this, you think?
I
That's
think
the
so.
thing that throw me off. What do you like in games? Just you answer that. Name mechanics or genres that you like.
Kingdom Come?
Yeah, it wouldn't be in. I don't know what it would be. It's bizarre. I don't know what it could be.
What system?
Pretty sure Switch.
I am at a complete
Yeah,
loss.
I don't know. I'm letting everyone down with this one.
Sorry, if you played it, I played it. I don't know it either.
I don't know that
Maybe
you
I
did,
didn't.
Rami. I don't think you like it.
Threading the needle of something would play and I wouldn't, and also don't like. That's very slim. I don't know if I believe that.
Especially that sounds like this.
Is it on Switch?
Well, I'm looking. I looked it up, and it doesn't look like it's on any Nintendo systems.
Nope.
So there's that.
Did you look up the exact title of what it is?
I sure did.
Okay. Then I give up. We're not
Yeah,
gonna
I
be able
give
to
up
guess it.
as well. I'm sorry to do that.
Dead Rising 2.
Oh, I never played that
was
one.
not
Ah.
on any Nintendo system. Dead
Blood
Rising
Ocean 07.
was on Wii.
Yeah.
Or that-
But right,
The sequel, I
do
played
you
the
like
first
the
one.
first one?
I liked the first one a
And
lot.
I
Rob
also played the first one.
Farts. I thought I had it. Sorry,
I thought we
guys.
did play the sequel.
No, I never played the sequel. I played the first one.
That's what gave you your wrist.
What kind of world is this? You didn't play the
No, we're
sequel?
talking about
Oh,
Dead
that's right.
Rising,
That's
not Dead Island.
And
So
you
that's
did
what I was
play
thinking.
the sequel.
Okay.
And you
Are
don't
they-
like Dead Island.
They both have zombies, so it doesn't matter. They're both fighting zombies.
But you're not a big fan.
It's fine. I'm not really a big fan of Dead Rising either.
Okay. I feel a little better.
PS3, Xbox 360, Windows,
Yeah.
PS4, and Xbox One. No Switch release, but we did have Chop Till You Drop on
What
the
did you
Wii.
play with? Oh wait, Dead Rising is. Oh, that's Dead Rising
The one where you're in the
Dead
mall.
Rising is Dead Rising. Yes.
in the mall.
Yeah, in the mall running around. With
Yeah,
the
you
zombies,
take like photographs and you save
You played the.
people.
As you probably said this already. I was trying to figure out.
I have played the
The
first one,
first
and I
one.
have played the second one.
and we played it together, and then there was a third one.
That one I don't think I played.
Yay. Okay.
Is the third one a remake or is it a real sequel? I don't know.
Well, you know, on this video game podcast, we may as well look it up. Dead Rising series, because I don't know.
I think the biggest like growth that they had in those games was like just the
Dead Rising.
number of like the massive number of zombies.
I remember
Each version.
Remember,
that came out
only
was, like,
possible on PS3
until
until it came to the Wii. Dead Rising, Dead Rising 2, Dead Rising 2 off the record, Dead Rising 3, Dead Rising 4.
Jesus.
Dead Rising 4,
Dead
obviously
Rising
the newest
Chop Till You
one.
Drop.
It came out 2016. And then 2024 was Dead Rising Deluxe Remastered.
Man,
Wow.
it's been a while. What was the one that you played with Luke? That was Dead Island.
With Lube,
Yeah, didn't you play one with Luke?
we played Dead to Rights.
No.
Or sorry, Dead Left for Dead. We played with
No,
Lube.
Dead Island
No,
was
that
right.
was-
What's
Oh,
Magumbe and Fuego?
oh,
and
the
Fuego.
original Dead Island we played with
Okay.
Lube.
Yeah.
Yeah, Magumbe and Fuego, Magumbe Estomago, and just regular Magumbe.
And that's all we got, people. That's the end.
Man, what a week.
Well, you'd think that would be the end, but we've got a little treat for you, courtesy of Spiders and Flies. Ladies and gentlemen, Deux Views. It's never news.
I have this.
Rumor
Oh.
of the week with Deux
I
Michaels.
thought it was starring. I'm glad you did that, MomBrain. Somebody sent us something in the Discord I meant to play. Do your thing, and then I'll take care of this whenever I get to it.
Okay. So, as you know, I have spiders and flies that I send out all over the airwaves to find out rumors about your favorite video games and Nintendo and all that kind of stuff, and they bring them back to me, and then I share the rumors here first. They're always rumors, and they're always here first. There is a note here. We're going to be doing something different this week. This note on this particular rumor says that this rumor is not a rumor at all. It's actually true. This is the first
Holy
time
crap.
What?
we're doing a true story. This is breaking news, people,
Alert.
ladies and gentlemen.
Alert. Holy
So-
crap, we're on it.
Wow.
Wait, are we going to find out next week that this was still just a rumor?
No,
Never.
this
He would
is,
never give us that kind of
This
information.
is true, and I think because it deals with a real person who just passed away recently, that you could
Ooh.
definitely take it to the bank as a truth. So we talked earlier about the DK movie.
I can't say it. I'll tell you
So
later.
rude, unbelievable. Like we're just trying to do a rumor here.
There's a joke about your truth, not a rumor.
Okay. Well, maybe you were right after all. So we talked earlier about the DK movie, and we were under the gun, and we didn't realize it, because, ladies and gentlemen, they were lucky enough to film all of Jane Goodall's scenes before she passed away. So still out on a limb as to what part she's going to play. Some say Pauline. Some say she plays herself in the role.
I heard Candy Kong, but my sources don't
And
trust them.
others were going to say Candy Kong if we were allowed to speak. So...
Oh man, dude, Tony De La Mancha makes a really good point.
Uh-oh.
You probably should have saved true ones for the 1,000th episode. You know,
Hey,
they've never been true until this
No,
one, and
it's-
we're
when a true one
gonna.
That's a
comes in,
good
you gotta
point.
run with it. You just gotta run with it.
We just, we have to be up to date. I mean, if there's one thing here, it's we are pedigree. We are.
If it's one thing here, we are pedigree. Remember
What's
that.
what's the word you use when you're like good?
Pinnacle?
No, I don't know. You're like
Paramount?
We've got
Paramount?
integrity. If no, that
Pedigree
wasn't.
makes sense.
Thank you.
We are pedigree. Yes.
We are integrity,
We
Bum,
are
ba-dum, bum, bum, bum.
pedigree.
Yep.
and that's all you need to know. I think.
Outstanding.
Well, thank you for that. Yeah. I want to. This was sent in by Slider a long time, or on the 8th, and I meant to play it. They thought we would want to know about this, the podcast crew specifically. This is from Final Fantasy Tactics, the Evilise Chronicles.
Of course. The sluice.
Wow.
The sluice action in Final Fantasy Tactics. Everybody, don't
Man.
miss out.
Natalia, the sluice.
Thank you.
We're gonna have a whole bunch of sluice
Yeah.
after we're done with all
What
these
is
sluice
the
games.
plural of sluice?
Sluice has got to be.
It's what Deux said at the beginning of the podcast.
Sleace.
No,
Sledge?
What did you say?
Sludge.
I think
It's
I
gotta
said
be
smidge, like a normal person would. when
No,
talking
no,
about
no.
something.
Definitely didn't say that. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening.
Hold on, everybody.
Oh, I know what's happening.
Yeah. All right. Fine. Okay. All right,
Who's she
Josh.
talking to?
Go ahead, take
Oh.
it away.
So bad. MomBrain, whose birthday is it? But MomBrain, whose birthday is it?
What did
Nikki
you-
Hill's birthday is coming up.
Oh, he won't be here
Happy
for it.
birthday!
But he's here
Just
now.
have to wait
Happy
and
birthday,
see.
me.
Yeah.
The 18th.
Happy
juice in
early-
your eye.
Oh,
Oh, thank you, George.
Wow.
Ooh, was that lime juice or something else? Thank
Nikki,
you.
Oh, Nikki Hill had a nice piece of chocolate cake before the podcast.
Yes, thank you for the cake.
So good it made him drop his fork twice.
Thank you for the
Hey,
song.
Be
No, I
quiet.
dropped Dew's once and then I dropped mine.
That's right. Hey, it's your
Hey,
birthday. You can do
be
whatever you want.
quiet.
Be quiet. What?
I am the world's best
We
singer.
thank you. We heard it. Thank you.
Thank you all. And everyone have a nice week.
Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. We'll see you next week. Goodbye, everybody. Goodbye.
Goodbye, everybody.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Bye.
I'm chewing gum. I'm sorry. Anybody? Anything to say? Anything
No,
you wanna talk about?
I thought you were going with Diane Keaton too. DK.
I just found
Oh,
out.
I didn't know.
guess
Yeah,
now.
she
DK.
passed. She passed. It's been
Diane
announced
Keaton.
that she died while we were potting.
Did she really?
Well, I don't know if she died while we were potting, but she.
Show was
they
too
announced
good.
it, Yeah. Yes. It's the first recorded death while listening to the GoNintendo.
The first
podcast.
recorded death of Diane Keaton.
But yeah,
79.
I'm glad we got that in before good all left this plane. How do we say that? I don't know words, but
More shuffled off this mortal coil.
that's the one.
Oh man.
Would
and
you
what
like
a-
to say some words for Diane Keaton?
And what a woman. Diane Keaton, what a woman.
She did what her name showed she loved to do.
Key?
Die.
Oh,
Jeez.
Come on.
is she in those was she in those movies that we watched with the book club? Where they
so, right?
right? Her and
I'll go to her wiki and we can defame her
we
with
can-
her worst
Yeah.
movies.
Oh my god. Candace
Our thoughts go out to her cousin Michael.
are they?
They are now.
Oh, I didn't know. So the Wendy character from Alien Earth is Kyle Chandler's daughter.
Yeah,
She's
I
a
knew that.
Nepo baby.
Hey,
Get
George.
outta
Hey, George, how
here.
do you feel about this? Diane Keaton was in a movie called The Lemon Sisters.
Never heard of it.
Where's
ever
the
throw a
Lime
party?
Sisters, right?
I prefer the Lime Brothers.
Mhm. Father of the Bride. Look Who's Talking Now.
I like Father of the Lime.
Father of the Bride Part 2.
Lime, who's talking now?
The First Limes Club.
Ooh, I love that one.
Something's Got to Give.
It's the first line for
In
everything.
parentheses, me limes. What else we got here? Book Club. She was in a movie called Book Club.
Is that the one
Mm.
with the?
She's in multiple movies called Book Club, and Book Club: The Next Chapter.
Yeah, I think that's the horny grandmas.
It is Diane Keaton, Jane Fonda, Candice Bergen,
Yeah.
and Mary Steenburgen.
Yeah.
Oh,
I thought you were going to give us a shortened version of her name.
I got nothing.
no, it's a difficult one. That
It
one's.
is.
It's a good name though.
And
sounds like a
also in
ship.
that movie, let us not forget Craig T. Nelson
Mm.
and Don Johnson.
Oh,
All right, everybody, that's all we got.
T. Craig Nelson.
Everybody
Thanks
had a
for
great
watching.
time this week.
Thanks for listening. Play some games, rest, relax, hang out with friends and family. You deserve it. We'll see you next week. Goodbye, everybody. Goodbye.
I don't want to get in the way of that.